I'm not ready yet, ready to forget now. I'm not ready yet,
Okay.
ready to forget.
And then you have a list of the items we're going to touch on.
I'm not ready yet.
Cool. Are any of them stuff we could do without Shug?
Is it in the countdown? Oh, it is here. It just started right now. It looks pretty cool, actually. I don't think you can see it, but... It just started right now. Yeah, you can hear it. That's hilarious. So we gotta tiptoe the next time, so we don't get caught.
All right.
It is how I
Let me
said
cut
it,
the
though.
music
I
real quick.
called it.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Are
right,
we
guys,
good
what
to
up?
start our intro?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and give us our intro, all right, guys? Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming back. This is Beyond the Binder. My name's Eddie G from Base Showcase. I am here with iFOMO and the one, the only Son of a Merc. But you should already know that because you are here on Son of a Merc's channel. If you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button. We want to see you next week when we do return and have even more unhinged conversations right here. There is four of us. In a little while, we'll probably see Shug Nasty
Yeah, he's
popping
running a
in
little
as
late.
well. Once
Yep.
we do see him, we'll have him say hello to everybody. But let's go ahead and get right into the show, everybody.
How do you do that? How can you just do that
Yeah,
so
we have to
well?
take a moment and talk about that real quick.
I
That
don't
is
know
Is
how
it
I do it.
scripted? Do you got it written down somewhere? Is it?
No,
No.
I fucking do it. It's always improv. I feel like a goddamn
It's not
stand-up
even
comedian.
business. It's like just pure showmanship.
All right, guys. What do
Yeah,
we
Just
want to start off with?
very nice.
yeah.
Okay,
It
so
flows naturally.
Nice.
I got
But yeah.
a little something for us to start off with. That's not really Pokemon, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
pretty crazy, pretty wild. We can talk about it because it
Lay it on
affects
us.
all of us.
Okay.
Let me get it pulled up real quick.
I think I know what this is about.
Probably so. We'll see. Hopefully,
Is it just big news?
this right here, guys.
Let's see the stream. Oh yes.
So,
Oh,
Pyramid.
yeah. See that.
are they rewriting history right now? What's happening with this? The pyramids,
This
Dude.
is the
the
Matrix,
pillars,
bro.
the 8 pillars with the coils or their staircase, whatever. That's pretty
That
crazy.
is nuts. Yes.
And why haven't they lidar'd everything everywhere already? It
Well, why did it take this long to find this?
yeah, it's yeah.
All right.
Should have found
So,
it years ago.
what do you think is up with those pillars? Because it could extend kilometers below the surface, correct?
I think it's like 1.5, 2 miles down.
That's
Something. What's it say?
because I think a kilometer is a mile and a half, more or less.
Yeah, I think mile and a half. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a mile and a half, 2 miles down there. That's pretty wild.
So this is my
To
my
happen
my
in our
issue with that.
lifetime to figure this shit out, like pretty crazy.
How did we, in a primitive time, go a kilometer into the freaking earth to install some freaking coils when there was no technology for excavation like that back then?
Dude,
They didn't. It's like in Central America, the Mayan temples were
Yeah.
built underneath other Mayan temples. So the theory is that there was some sort of cosmic event that buried everything underneath.
Younger
So they had
Dryas,
to build
the Younger
over
Dryas
it.
theory.
Yeah, so maybe in this sense, this was built
You
tall,
think it's
and
just
then
years and years
afterwards,
of being
yeah,
just
after I
layer
mean,
after
dude,
layer of?
they're in Egypt. There's sandstorms all the time, so this could have ended up buried at some point, and they had to build over it. And that's why it's kind of weird why it took them so long to figure this out, because the Aztecs did it, the Mayans
Yeah.
did it.
And
I mean, obviously these guys probably did it too.
But check it out.
Mhm.
If we built over it, that means that we built these originally to go up on top of the ground, right? What did they erect on top of them if we built them up originally? Also, they were still trying to figure out how the stones were moved and all that, right? Because of
They
the
were
weight of the stones.
yeah, I wonder what's above all that structure. Like how if it's connected in some way. Like if there's a shaft that goes straight down to it or something like that. Or if it's like a completely
realistically, that's
different structure itself.
supposed to be steps, right? Like a
Maybe
pathway
ah,
that leads
that's
up.
what they say coils or steps is what I've heard so far.
Yeah, because they were talking about it with Joe Rogan, right? He was talking to some dude about it on his podcast, and I think they were referring to it as coils as well. Um, if
Which means
it's
it's a smooth plane that goes up. So were they moving stones with those? Because that would be crazy.
And
moving stones with
there's
coils,
structures underneath these pillars as well. Like they're attached to different foundations or something. I don't know.
yeah.
It's pretty trippy.
And do you think it could have created power and been used as a power source? Because that's something that they've brought up in the past,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like
Where ancient pyramids
big
were
ass
probably
battery,
some sort of, yeah,
like a
like an old reactor or
or
something
using
in a way.
yeah.
How would that work?
I mean, you
Sand?
can put a
They
copper.
don't have much water.
You can pull power from a copper rod if you put it in the ground. I mean, you can run an alarm clock on a fucking potato. So
That's
True.
true. All right, so it says five massive structures near the base of the pyramid connected by geometric passageways. Each contains five horizontal levels and sloped roofs. Damn. Beneath these
5
lie eight
horizontal levels. So like,
five floors.
yeah, that's what I'm. So I wonder how big this really is.
Yep. Beneath these lie eight vertical cylindrical wells, hollow and encircled by spiral descents, dropping 648 meters into the earth. Okay, so those big fucking those spiral things, they're wells, and it is a passageway that's around it. So those big cylindrical things, they're wells,
Okay.
Mm.
and you could walk
So
down
they
the
think.
well.
So they think.
Oh,
Because they've just scanned it. They haven't been there, right?
Yeah, and they merge into two massive underground cubes, each about 80 meters per side, forming part of a system that extends 2 kilometers beneath the plateau. So it's 3 miles under the fucking earth, bro.
It's pretty trippy.
It's not a void. It's a designed, functional underground complex. Do you think it's some sort of like ancient human civilization that only lived beneath the ground, like a hermit or something?
I don't know. It looks pretty trippy just to
I don't think they could.
yeah, just to live like that. I don't know. I
Like
don't know.
mole people, man.
You think they're gonna dig it up to actually see, or they're just gonna leave it?
Well, think about this.
They will.
If
You think
if it's
so?
big enough to
Normal.
house life, how do we not know that there's still life continuing to prosper? What if it's big enough and it has other passages that like extend out, and it's just a big fucking shell that's enclosed, and it's a lost civilization? I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying, just imagine.
Like an
Use
alive
a little
one?
bit of yeah, like a living lost civilization.
Yeah, but how? You're gonna have like
Well,
a
Well, there's still
own
native
food
tribes.
source and everything.
yeah, like I'm not saying it would be easy,
It'd
but
be
like
trippy for sure.
it would be kind of like when you have like a lost civilization out in the middle of the fucking ocean on a little ass island that's not surrounded by any landmass. How
Yeah.
did those people get there? Like it could have just been a fucking mistake where there was a shipwreck and then they got there and they lived for a lot longer than they thought they would, you know?
Just wanted to kind of throw that in there. See what was up. I'm gonna
I
pull
like
up
was
this next
great,
thing.
but I'm actually a little bit disappointed because I actually thought we were gonna talk about the Ubisoft crash.
The
About
who?
what?
About the Assassin's Creed game.
The
I didn't watch
all the
that video to tell
controversy with it.
Yeah,
the
are you
stock
guys
one.
aware of what's going on with it?
Yeah.
Nah, let's
The
hit it.
Go ahead.
So, Ubisoft has been held in a certain regard as being like the top dog when it comes to video games. But over the years, they've been proving that they just rinse and repeat the same game from 2007, which is the original Assassin's Creed game.
Hmm.
And gamers have been fed up little by little. They've been spreading their political agenda into video games, which is a bunch of leftist agenda, basically. And gamers have gotten to a point where they've revolted. They've said, "Hey, this enough is enough. We don't want this crap anymore." And now
All right.
they're actually like going out of their way to make sure Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft go under.
All right.
And it's really
Now, do you?
interesting.
Man, there's layers to that.
Yeah.
There's a
This
lot
extends.
of layers, and it's
This
so
extends from
interesting.
the Halo controversy, right? How Halo got all PC'd is this that started it, right? There was
The
like that
games or the
Halo,
show?
the Halo game that they were working on. There's a new team that
Oh
was
yeah,
really
yeah.
anti-gun, and they're like, we hate guns, but we're gonna design the guns for Halo, and we're gonna make it look
I think there's two
nice.
different teams working on Halo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
343 Industries and
That's
uh
everything that started that you just mentioned. Just literally took me that back to that because my friend
Oh, really?
Corey, he's a big Xbox guy. You know Corey Merck. You played with Corey, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
My
I
buddy.
mean, yeah.
So he's the one who's always sending me shit, right? So when there was that news dropped that fucking Halo is gonna be all like politically correct and it has this like new team that like hates guns that's working on it and they want to be like all inclusive. I know that there was a
How
lot of
was
like
that?
backlash
How would they
from
even
them.
accomplish that? I mean, they're
So
literally Spartans and aliens. Like, just leave it alone.
yeah. So that's how we see it. That's how a lot of people see it. But I never really get too political on my channel. You know that.
Yeah,
So if I
that's
get a little political now, it's literally cause of this fucking conversation. But yeah, it is that whole leftist leaning thing.
well. It could also be
Um,
China not being represented properly in their eyes.
No, it was Japan, and the
Oh,
other issue
Japan. I'm
was
sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah,
in
it's the.
Assassin's Creed you can destroy the shrines, you can rob from the Emperor's grave,
Oh
you can
shit.
kill civilians from Japan, to the point where the Prime Minister is saying we have a problem with this game because of this, 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 and this, and otherwise a lot of
Well, you can kill everybody in Assassin's Creed, right? Like that's just the
yeah,
game.
but you can't. It's bad
They're
on
breaking.
Japanese culture.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
You don't
Yeah.
disrespect that. It's sacred. So,
it's
uh,
it's kind of like you remember when Chat GPT, when they're like, show me who a Nazi looks like, and he would show
AMPM.
you like an Asian guy and like a black Nazi, and it wasn't just a white German Nazi as we know. Like they tried to make it all inclusive. There was a woman Nazi. Like it is.
Let's
It goes back to what I said. It's instilling the whole leftist mentality. You want to be all inclusive. You want to make everything look like everybody's involved. When certain things don't involve everybody, like when you ask somebody what is a Nazi, well, it was historically speaking, a male, white, Caucasian dude from Germany back in the day when we fought in World War II. That's what a fucking Nazi
let's
was.
let's move on from
so
Nazis. Let's
all of a
what?
sudden, Ubisoft stock has just completely plummeted because investors have like started retrieving their money out of that stock. So, I'm like, all right, the ship is sinking. Finally, I mean, dude, this is a game that I played when I was a kid. This was
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite game
yeah, man.
besides FIFA. And FIFA was more I had.
Scaling the church when it first came out, man.
Yeah, so like it hits all the buttons, but I'm kind of like, this is good. This is a good thing, in my
Well,
opinion.
I've yet to
all
play it.
right. What? All right. So you said they're getting mad because you can basically do shit that real assassins were doing in real life, like robbing graves and shit like that.
I think it's
It's just that in Japan, the whole, I mean, if you do that, that's,
That makes you a
you're
piece of shit.
breaking
So
sacred
if you're an
shrines
assassin
and
in a video,
stuff.
you're
I
already the
mean,
piece of shit.
it kind of taints you like spiritually too because you don't. I mean, there
Are
are rules. I don't know what the rules are. It's
No,
just
I get that, but the whole point of the game, it's Assassin's Creed. You're a piece of shit assassin. Like you're not a normal person. You're not a dad protecting his kid. You're a fucking assassin. Like
yeah,
you're
but
out
then
there
there's
killing
no
people.
moral. You know, the problem is that they try to give the main character morals,
I get that.
but then he goes and destroys the shrine and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's kind of like
but I
it's
get it.
hypocritical.
I get it, but it's just like
we have to
I
ask
think it's
Dorian
worse
how
that
he feels about it, just
It's
to
that's
like
get some.
it's like keep that shit in GTA.
it.
No,
Yeah.
But isn't
it's
Assassin's Creed kind of like a GTA style? Like it's like that free world. You get to your moves, your decisions affect everything. Kind of like how they do with that that other game by Rockstar, the one with the cowboys, Red Dead Redemption. They all have like similar play styles. Um, so it's not really that the game was designed to be shitty. You have an open world and you have a shitty person playing the game who wants to go rob a grave and they choose to go rob the grave. You're just allowing them to have a choice, just like they would in real life.
that's the
It,
problem.
I have no
That in
real
it
opinion
makes it
on
so
it.
realistic.
It's
The
a video
problem is
game,
that the
so
Japanese want to censor that. They would censor that. I mean, if they have a problem with something in anime, they would censor it because they don't want that, especially not in their society. This is all about their society and how their society would react to playing a video game where they can go and destroy all the religious
Yeah.
shrines in their cities.
But Assassin's Creed is not just like a Japanese game, right? Like it has its US release. So it's a worldwide thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's not just Japan controlling something that's only released in Japan that only affects the Japanese society. It's Japan also kind of deciding what the rest of the world sees in that game and what the rest of the world experiences in that game.
Sure, but they're not trying. They don't give a crap about anybody else but themselves. So if they censored it, it would only be
Yeah.
Japan. They wouldn't ask for censorship in
Yeah.
here, for example. It would just be
So
to them because just they want to like seclude themselves from that kind of stuff or content for their people.
okay.
Yeah.
So we got
Okay.
this coming up, guys.
So it would only be like a censorship in Japan deal.
Exactly. And the other thing they were saying was that they were um actually in the game they did kind of look down on certain historical figures, Japanese historical figures, and certain other things too. I'm not gonna get into. People were crapping all over that game.
How are we feeling about this?
What?
Lego Pikachu
Are you gonna
thing?
be a Lego collector now?
Oh,
Well,
Lego.
I have to have Lego content on my channel because I have mentioned that before, so I'm probably gonna open that shit.
Yeah.
Why is the trailer so short? Like, I don't know what to expect. Are there gonna be Lego Pokemon, or is it gonna be like a Lego map type situation, or you can? What's the
I think
deal?
it's I think it's straight up just gonna be Lego Pokemon because that's Pikachu's tail
That
that
makes
you're
sense.
making with the Lego bits.
Well, Lego, it gets real intricate. I know you guys have seen the Star Wars stuff, like the entire worlds that they build with those things. So
Yeah.
I'm sure
Well,
there's
Yeah.
gonna be some major stuff being done with that side of, because there's some Lego freaks out there for real. So
Have you seen Minecraft? The crazy stuff people are doing Pokemon wise in Minecraft.
mm-mm.
some of the
I assume
emulators and stuff.
I assume Lego would be inspired by that and be like, hey, here's some Legos, make some Pokemon out of it.
Have you seen the Lego Titanic that you could build? It's like 5 feet.
No,
I have
but that
not.
sounds cool.
I've seen all
I
the
want
like
to build it.
the real nice plants and stuff that they
Oh
got
yeah,
at like Sam's Club, but
yeah.
or the
My lady got one of them.
Harry Potter. Fucking Barnes and Noble's got some really nice ones.
The Harry Potter one's like a whole fucking castle, right?
Yeah, but there's different. You can get the what do you call the deer? The you know what I'm talking about.
The deer?
Yeah, what's it called? His Patronus, something like that. No,
No.
you guys haven't seen Harry Potter, where he sends out the
I
Yeah,
deer
yeah,
to
it's
save
been a
himself?
minute, bro.
Yeah, well, you said that. I was like, Harry Potter. Why did the conversation move towards Harry Potter all of a
Well,
sudden?
Lego.
because of the Legos.
Yeah.
Ecto Patronus?
The Patronus. I guess that's what.
Well,
Yeah,
crap, I just thought of something. Lego Pokemon game, like video game.
For Lego? Well, they have
they got the
Yeah.
they do
Fortnite
Lego
collab.
Batman and all that, so I guess you could do it. Yeah.
Favorite, well, some of my
Fortnite
favorite
Pokemon collab would absolutely go insane.
Star Wars.
Fortnite Pokemon.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
I
Lego
could
already.
do that.
While we're still on the topic of like other stuff besides Pokemon TCG, have you guys seen the new AI robots they're making? They're very cute. They kind of look like Wally, and they're very interactive
Oh,
with
these
people.
guys, Nvidia. They
I've
got
seen
it
some
ready
fucking
for us, guys.
scary shit being produced, man.
Bro, we're getting Pokemon soon. At this rate?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen some crazy
It's pretty
fucking
crazy.
AI shit being made, man. I don't trust the machines,
they
bro.
call it Blue.
I don't either, but I'll take a Bulbasaur or Squirtle. Or a Wally. I'll take a Wally.
I'll just take this guy. Yeah, make him
That's the
orange,
Wally.
little orange accents.
Straight up.
It's pretty trippy.
Imagine if this thing like
It does
eventually
fucking look CGI, huh?
what? It's so cartoony.
It
I
looks
thought it was like
CGI.
CGI. Until now, where you see it next to the guy. It's so freaking cool.
It's pretty trippy. Can you guys hear this as well?
No,
No.
no.
Oh,
I
I wonder
was able
why.
to hear it at first.
Oh, at first you could. Okay.
Yeah,
I just meant it.
now you can.
Yeah, there we go.
Fucking A, man.
Bro, if they can make an R2D2, I'm set.
Oh, I just remembered something too.
Hey, this is tag grading right here.
Yeah.
This is what's grading your cards, guys.
God, that hurt my heart, man. Those nines.
Yeah,
Man.
nines, but look at how cute it is.
You want to get into that one, Murph, or not yet?
I mean, I guess they deserved them. I can't argue with
It's a
it.
good transition.
So
I think
it's not PSA standards, I guess.
I'm gonna drop the dab, bros.
That's what I can say for them.
I think the Rayquaza, you could probably crack that and send it to PSA and get a 10.
Yeah, it's a little like I don't even know if it's bottom heavy. I can actually pull it up right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, there were some that
Didn't
were...
it have marks or something on it?
That's what I gotta check real
I
quick.
finally got the PSA magazine card today.
Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get?
The One Piece one.
Yeah.
Let us see the magazine too.
It looks so well centered. I'm gonna send it to Beckett.
Oh shit.
It was one corner. It was the square corner. Oh, this is a 10 already. PSA. If this is the determining factor for the Rayquaza, it's the corner where. Wait, let's see. Hang on, let me get this off of here. You gonna show the card?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
There's like no lighting here, so it's kind of hard to
it's all right.
shine. Yeah.
So were there multiple versions?
That looks cool.
There aren't. It's
Back to
just
red.
this card. And this card ended up. You guys remember that the last one was selling for 200? Like
No,
right
I
off
don't.
the bat. Well, this one is actually 100. So, um, something weird happened like at the beginning of this week. All of a sudden, I looked on eBay just to see if like people got their card yet, because that means I get my card.
Yeah.
And people had them listed for so freaking cheap, like 120 bucks. And I'm like, okay, I don't
Do
really
you-
care because I'll just grade and that might make up the $200 from the PSA membership, but it's just weird and it's stuck at 110. So I think people compared it to the older card, which is now 110. So they're like, I am only willing to pay 110 for this one.
So do you think the population is the amount of memberships?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they get
right.
the magazines. Right?
Yeah.
They get
What
the magazines.
why'd they
There
pick
aren't any.
Boa? Was it just
She's a
random?
playable
Love.
card. She's a playable card. They needed to reprint her, and this was the easiest way to do it. Let me show you. Actually, I have another.
So it's
Boa
not.
that is-
You can still play it even though it's not in the set and has. I
And
guess
it's
it's
red.
weird. That's weird.
See, remember how I told you guys that One Piece figured out that they could reprint playable cards but change the artwork, and then
Mhm.
people would like appreciate that and still, and it wouldn't hurt the price. This is the original card,
Yeah,
That looks
and
good.
it has the same effect. And then this is the new one, and this is basically a reprint of this one.
but it's different picture. It's an
Different
alternate art.
picture. It's to appeal to the collectability of it all and maybe help with the when they reprint the crap out of cards, it tends to like really drop the price. This kind of helps because the artwork is nice, so people want to collect it just to have it. So it
Got
kind
you.
of helps when it comes to price crashes or
Well,
price corrections. Like
Pokemon does the same thing. The Pokemon alternate art from Sword and Shield is the same as the regular version or the regular full art. The full art, the regular version, and the alternate art all have the same attack, the same HP, same everything. It's just the picture that
yeah,
changes. It's just
exactly.
like that.
What
Yeah, it's just Pokemon doesn't print enough.
what magazine did you get? Did it come with? Did it
Magazine.
come with a magazine?
The PSA magazine. Yeah, sorry.
By the way,
Had a moment there.
big shout out to AMPM Pokemon. I do see earlier he said a clan of black samurai built.
Let
the
me get that.
pyramids.
Let me get that. That's
Boa,
nice.
this Boa.
Looks good.
She has a crush on the main character.
Show us the alternates. Yeah, AMPM. That was good shit, man.
There's only one actually, and it's only a different
Oh, okay.
background. So
Just the color of it. That's cool.
yeah,
So it matches. It's the card, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
That's cool.
I thought
I like how it looks when you shine a light on them.
that is very cool.
I'm so happy I got this. Like you are not. You guys don't understand.
That's
how
why you need
happy
those
I am.
shelves right beside you.
Yes. See, right there, perfect lighting, guys. Check that out. Screenshot it, everybody. Screenshot that shit.
All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, Baze, I found this and I thought of you. Let me just give it a second, real quick. Let me
So, would you give Tag another shot?
actually.
What are you thinking? Because I'm thinking about someplace too, but I don't have that much time.
I'm thinking
What's the
Japanese
strategy?
to tag.
Japanese to Tag?
Yeah, but
That
like
probably would work.
I wouldn't mind sending my Cerulege stack over there just because that'd be PC anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to get some. I need to. PSA needs to hurry up, I guess. Is
Well,
really when
that's
it comes down to. Do what?
What's Sarah
I've got all the
Legends?
different
Oh,
Ceruleges, everyone.
Hey, Merc,
nice.
if you send your cards into PSA versus dropping them off in person, is there a difference in receiving them?
Shit. I don't know. Probably. I'm sure.
Because I live close to PSA. You could always send the cards to me, and I could drop them off in person when they get the submissions on Fridays.
Yeah.
You know, I was.
If it's quicker, just fucking send everything. Just have everything done. You know how you have your slip, right?
Yeah.
Your slip. Hey,
What?
just have everything done. I'll just fucking drop it off.
Well, if it's, I wouldn't want to pay the 25 a piece or whatever it is. Like a.
It's like $17.99. It's the same price.
Oh,
as
drop
sending.
off.
Yeah, drop it.
Okay, I didn't know it was a price change when you dropped it off. Okay.
I would literally just drive over there and drop them off in person, bro.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like 45 minutes away from me.
I'm actually considering just dropping the PSA submission and sending to GameStop.
Yeah.
Because
It's hard. I got trust
it's
issues, man.
fine. I have trust issues, but
And I've visited
PSA
multiple
is missing.
GameStops, and I would not, at least my area GameStops. I don't like what I see. So
But what? All right,
Oh,
explain.
I got
like the nice GameStops don't even do the PSA grading. They don't have the Pokemon wall that they say they do or anything. But the one that does is a shitty one ran by like 19-year-olds, and there's shit all over the floor, and it's not very organized. So I'm just like, no, no.
Yeah, I got you.
It's people that don't care about their job, basically, right?
I mean, some might, but no, I'm good. I'll
All
just,
right.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind because I know that this is kind of like, well, I mean, if it was a personal submission, like if it was the half of cards that I have in this CTB that I care about,
Mm,
oh
Yeah.
yeah, boy, would I be
yeah.
upset. But I feel like the risk is the same whether I send it to PSA or whether I send
I
it to
would do
PC.
like
Because I think the problem is the USPS.
Cosmos
All right.
promos,
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I was gonna
stuff like
say
that.
you trust a random person in USPS and how many times it's gonna exchange hands versus the person at GameStop.
Well, I know the two ladies that work at my post office, so I see them all the time.
At
I'm
there,
pretty,
but not
and
throughout
my
the
same
network.
mail person. I
But
know. Yeah, yeah, you're
throughout
right
the
though.
network. Yeah, it's gonna go through regional facilities. It's gonna get sorted. It's gonna be put on conveyor belts. I can tell you from experience from the previous work I've done. I never worked for the United States Postal Office, but I did work for a place that ships worldwide. You know who it is. I've mentioned their name.
Yeah.
Um, Shipping and receiving, it's the same everywhere. Everything gets off trucks, goes through conveyor belts, gets sorted through machines, pushed out, and then people are involved in the process, but everything, damn near everything is automated.
Just gotta make
So,
sure it's, I don't know,
yeah, you
incognito.
get me? Like,
Yeah. Let me
yeah.
Yeah, I used to sweat
pull
about
this up.
that when I started the whole business, quote unquote. But yeah, now I'm numb to it. It's
What
just like
about
hey, it's another day.
what about drop-offs in persons? Like if PSA goes to Collect a Con or Comic Con near you guys, have you guys ever done those drop-offs in person also? Like it's a little safe.
I've never been to a convention, and if there
Okay.
was one here, which is unlikely, I would go. I would probably have to do a little research. How much is that
Texas has a lot.
daily?
Texas has Collecticon, right?
Yeah, the problem is that Houston is like really far from here. It's like 11 hours.
Hey.
There's no,
Yeah,
there's no
By
scene.
bus. And the bus, bro, oh my God.
I get
So
you.
far.
The
So
furthest I ever traveled, I went from California to Florida for Card Party 2.
oh,
But I
nice.
that's the furthest I've ever traveled. I went from one side of the country to the other. Card Party 2 was cool.
It's
I liked it.
pretty big
I enjoyed
country.
myself.
See, I do it for like card party. It's just conventions.
Well,
It's
honestly, I'm gonna be straight
eventually
up.
there will be conventions here
I'm
in
gonna
El
be straight up.
Paso.
Card Party is like a Collecticon or it's like a Comic
It
Con.
is.
It's a little bit different, but it's still in essence like a convention. I'm telling you from experience.
I'd
Because I've
like to
been to
go
both of
hide.
them.
I'd like to go hide in a corner
Well,
just to watch.
that's the problem. It's just filled with freaking people, and I'm not very
Yeah, I'm
crowd
very
friendly.
closed
Let's put
off.
it that way. I mean, I've been to raves, I've been to clubs, I've been to parties, but that was the old me. I
It's
don't
been a
do that
while.
stuff.
It's been a
So I feel
while.
like it's kind of like a pain
I
in
like
the
that
ass
song.
going and making a line in a at a convention. It's something I have to get used to.
Yeah.
Willing to do it 100%. It's never really like my go-to. Like, oh, I want to go to this one. You know,
No, yeah, I
I'll,
totally get it. And
I'll
like,
get there at some point.
if you haven't been to Card Party, like, it's cool to go to. I mean, I'm not going this year, but it's still cool to go to. So like, I still tell everyone, it's something you should check out. You get me? Like, it's really cool to go and meet people and shit.
Well, I feel like
But
card party is more of you get to experience
February.
things versus collect a con. I gotta bring a bunch of money and buy a bunch of shit, basically. Right.
well, Card Party does
Kinda.
have a bunch of shit to
Well,
buy,
the
and
same
it's
time,
still
but it's
like
See,
like
a
and
little
I'm
more
the
already
laid
stuff
back.
they're
like,
selling.
is this stuff gradable? I'm already thinking that in the back of my head.
like everybody there is selling at Card Party. There is people that trade, but it's a bunch of people that are vendors that
Yeah,
are trading because they're gonna sell shit. And there is a lot of people that like have binders like normal people, and even they are selling. Like there
Yeah.
is a lot of trades, but there's also like a lot of money that exchanges hands.
I feel like I would look for
Like
like games or like cool posters or like shit like random shit.
there was some cool shit. There was like an art section. So there was like a place where there was like stuff that like artists like design and shit like that. So that was cool. But like I guess what I wanna just I don't know, like I feel like sometimes some people have some misconceptions about it, and like I feel like yeah, like at the end of the day, it is kind of a convention. It's more of a convention where you go and meet creators. If you think about it, like instead of a convention to go and buy shit, it's a convention to go and meet creators that you already interact with online. But while
Hmm.
you're at it, you're gonna buy a bunch of shit because there's a bunch of shit to buy as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you don't buy shit, you're gonna have to take a bunch of your stuff that is worth money just to trade. So either way, you're still exchanging things of value. It's not like it's all free. Like you're not just walking around just getting a bunch of free stuff from people. But there is people that do freebies because they're creators as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get you.
it's ultimate liquidity when it comes to trades and certain after sales too. It just depends on the item.
Hey, I just saw
But
your.
people move so much stuff
Just
in
saw
those
that.
things. I've
Yeah,
seen I've seen money move through people's hands in Central America. That's a third world country where everyone operates in physical cash. But this is nuts. This is almost the same.
check this out. Check this out. Deep Pocket Monster actually said this perfectly to put my point across. Some vendors that went to Card Party have said that Card Party was their biggest like profitable thing of the year. They made the most money ever out of all events out there at Card Party. Think of how much money had to pass through hands for them to make more money vending at Card Party than at Collecticon or Comic Con.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm saying like a lot of people go fucking buy shit. Like you have people from all over the world that are here trying to get rare shit, like exclusive stuff that's over here, and it is gonna be there because people know that there's gonna be people from all over the world coming to look for that shit there. So there's a lot of people that take really really expensive grails, and I was seeing $10,000 cards that were being showcased and like swapped at that event, dude. Like Poncho Pikachu's and Mario and Luigi Pikachu's and all those crazy shits, you know? Like that was like nothing. There was like so many people that just had stuff like that, and they're like, yeah, this is just a trade, or this is to sell, or to get other products. So yeah, like Card Party, it was cool and it was amazing, and it is slightly different than the other events. Every event is different in a way, which gives it an edge. But like I feel like a lot of people pretty much go like, oh well, I don't like the other ones because you have to spend money, but I'd rather go to Card Party, and I'm like, Card Party is gonna make you spend just as much money, if not more.
Yeah,
The tickets are more expensive for Card Party than they are for Collecticon and Comic Con.
Well,
The
what I
VIP
hear,
pass for Card Party is like a G, bro.
I think
what I
it'd be.
hear
It's. I think it's worth
that
it for the after events, the after
The after
this
parties.
events are all free. Everybody from every level gets to get into the after events. You don't need to be VIP or nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
If you have the cheapest 1 day pass, or if you don't have a pass, you could literally go and kick it at the hotel and just go to the after events. There was people that don't go into Card Party that just go to the after events for the trade nights to sell.
okay. Well, that's
It's the hotel; they can't kick you out. It's a public space.
yeah. I guess that's the way
Yeah.
to go
So
about it. I guess. Yeah.
yeah. So you get me. So I mean, I've been there twice. I really did enjoy both of those times, but this year I'm not gonna go.
I think the atmosphere would be pretty fun.
uh
It
don't
is.
don't people there are normally a lot of grails there because people are more expecting to see like higher end old school vintage and stuff like that, or do you think it's more geared towards modern nowadays?
I think it's geared towards modern because Card Party One was when they released one of the sets. I think it was Paldea Evolved. Part of Paldea Evolved was part of the Guinness World Record Challenge. how many people in the room opened the pack at the same time, right? And it was Paldea Evolved, new set. They focused on vintage because vintage was the grand prize, which I won the vintage heavy base set pack, which y'all already know about. So again, I mean, I won the fucking vintage pack, right? Card Party 1. That was cool. That was amazing. You get me? So I can't say it's all bad, you know what I mean? But like I gotta say the truth on it too. Like you get me? Like I don't want people to be like, I don't want to go to these other events because they're gonna cost me money, and then you go over here and you spend way more, thinking these
Yeah.
other events would have cost you more when it all depends on you. It all
It's
depends
all
on
gonna
you.
cost you money.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Yeah.
all
fine.
gonna cost
Yeah.
It's always in the back of my head. I know exactly that those things are not free.
Okay, so let me ask Pokemon related question. With these new mega sets, what megas would you like to see? It could be new ones or old ones.
All of
Yeah.
them.
All of them?
Just all of them.
Make all of them
Yeah.
Every
mega?
Pokemon hitting Mega.
Everyone,
Yeah.
and they all need region
What would a
variants,
Pikachu mega look like?
and they all need Terra Crowns.
Like just real fizzed out, like
You'll be happy with that.
like a cat, like a with its hair standing up more, like
There's
a
a lot of
Goku,
rumors.
a Goku Pikachu.
Go
There's a lot
Pikachu.
of rumors, but I mean, they can
Yeah.
only make a certain amount, right? So
I'd like to see Haxorus, a mega, like put some respect on him. Show,
honestly,
some
it's
respect on 'em.
probably a good call because they probably will.
I hope so.
The only ones that are already confirmed
there-
are Zygarde and Zero.
Is there Mega Deoxys already?
No,
it's
that's
the-
I want that.
Deoxys has all the
I want
different
Mega
forms.
I want a Mega Jirachi. And the
Mega, what does
reason
that look
they-
like?
A normal size.
Just a bigger hat, like a
Okay, no. Get this. Jirachi.
and more ribbons.
Jirachi, if you look at its stomach, it has an eye. It's closed. So I think it's Mega Evolution. The eye opens. So
Spicy.
the thing on its stomach, just look it up. It has
Sugar
this
bear.
line that looks like a smile. Shug.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what up?
What's up,
What
my
up?
buddy?
Into some dark stuff. Wow.
Am I late?
No, man. Party starts when you get here.
Just started.
Hey, I think I like tanked the show and I lost all of our viewers, man. Me and my crazy takes here.
What viewers? We had people.
We have,
Yeah,
like,
what
four-
viewers?
AM PM. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
My wife,
in.
maybe.
We went from 5 to 4.
we
Yeah.
had like 6 at one point, bro.
Oh hell yeah.
Shug walks in, someone
If
walks
they
out.
stuck through the Nazi shit, we're still good.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Was there a time change in the States or something? Or is it-
that's
am I-
Yeah. Actually, yes.
Oh, that's why. I thought. Okay, so we don't
Oh,
do the
shit.
time change here. So I keep showing up at 2 p.m. here,
That's right.
and then you guys are already starting. I was like, oh damn, I thought you guys
That's-
just started early.
That's true. I didn't realize that.
Does that affect you at all? Do we
think I
need
fucked
to
up with
be-
that?
You thought we would just been starting without you? I'm
I
sorry.
thought you guys were just excited to start, and you're like, yeah, he'll get here, and I was like, okay. But yeah, we don't do the time change here.
A couple of states don't do the time change, but not the whole country.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. It's weird.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, to be determined.
They're slowly adapting, right? Yeah.
Because they're thinking
so
about
much
just
easier.
getting rid of it or leaving it permanently.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't have to repeat everything. I'll just hop in wherever you guys were.
Well, I got like a little showcase you can look at real quick if you want to talk about any of this. Real quick.
Yeah.
Merc, you think I fucked up a little earlier with the conversation?
No, you're good. What? That everything costs money? It does.
Oh, yeah, the Lego
when you said
Pokemon.
the Nazi-
This reminded me of Baze. So let's
Diversified Nazis.
Yeah.
Nah, you're good, dude. I don't think anyone was in here then.
Well, I mean, I wasn't like glorifying them. I was just saying the AI.
Might get
stuff
copyright, I'm
like,
sorry.
diversifying them, you know?
That's cool.
If that makes sense. But I like that. I like the blinkers one.
Taking
Yeah, some good
45
stuff
Jar
on
Jar
the screen
blinks.
right now.
So we were on megas. What megas would you like to get?
Oh, yeah.
Now we know megas are coming.
Mega Pikachu. I don't know if that would.
Tip, guys,
that-
for future
Why
podcasts,
has nobody thought of this before?
you can
Like,
save
honestly, Pikachu needs a mega. Needs a
on Instagram.
temporary evolution.
Yeah, I don't know.
like you can save on Instagram if there's things you see that you want to talk about. You can press save, and then if you can remove them later, or add new
Oh
ones.
yeah, I do that sometimes.
I didn't know you can do it.
I was like,
Yeah.
well, why don't I just do this? Yeah. So do we?
Yeah.
Set a screenshot and everything.
Okay, mega Pokemon first.
Yeah. Well, I said I wanted Deoxys.
There's nothing
Mega
on the
Deoxys.
YouTube on the screen on YouTube right now.
Really?
It says your stream is still running. We paused this preview to save your resources. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, there. It shows the Japan thing now.
Yeah,
Team
it's
Rocket
good now.
I wonder if it's been
To
doing that
show
the
my
whole
screen,
time.
I actually have potential mega evolutions I can show off. I just need to look for the photo.
AMPM says I'm gonna buy everybody a rocket briefcase. What an awesome
Dude.
guy.
So
Oh,
do we
those
think
things
this is gonna be
Hey,
just
No,
a
no, wait.
a
Don't
deck
get me
box?
excited like that.
Yeah. Shit. $1,000 a piece.
I think this thing looks sick. I know some people were saying it's whack, but I don't know.
Well,
It's-
is
I
it
think
just
it's
a
cool.
is it just a like a glorified deck box with a playmat in it, or is it gonna be like an
No.
exclusive
It's got everything.
Giovanni deck with a promo in it, or
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying now.
This is
like
a
it's
power
got
future.
it's got deck boxes, it's playmat,
Oh, you're sharing your screen.
but it
right now,
really
aren't you?
it's just to hold cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to hold
It's gonna
cards
be
to
like
go.
the Kaiba thing.
But I'm
Like the
wondering
Kaiba box.
if this is for display or you'll get like an actual something.
Hmm.
No, that's.
I don't know.
Isn't that a briefcase for you to take to like conventions?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
It's
it looks.
it's an attaché case, right? Like it's an actual like little briefcase. They've done
I-
stuff like that. I
They-
think there was
it
a
has
release
foam.
for.
Yeah, it has foam that's movable, so you can
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if anybody will actually use it for that, but they're gonna be $1,000 out the gate probably. Something crazy
Yeah.
like that.
Still
Oh,
cool,
what
though.
if it's just?
Well, who knows?
plastic?
I don't know.
I mean,
Oh yeah, if it's plastic, that would suck.
So I like this. Like I like that this is the opposite of what we saw with the 151 Giovanni. Like it's
Mhm.
the one's serious and this one's a little derpy with the
very
Persian.
derpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
cool.
Adorable.
I do
Yeah,
like how
that's
that
cool.
card looks.
Yeah.
Giovanni looks
I'm gonna be
defeated.
chasing that card.
Got the
That's
laptop.
AR, so it won't be crazy expensive either, probably.
Oh, you think so?
Well, some of the ARs are more expensive than the SARs, right? Like.
Oh, or
the
maybe in
Magikarp and shit.
Japanese, I guess. In
Yeah.
Japanese.
This will make the Persian go up.
Yeah, I think I have. No, I sold it actually. I had one in a 10.
Probably, depending on how things go. Right now, everything's kind of weird.
I don't know why it keeps doing that. I click off of Discord so it closes the screen. It's weird.
Are any of us
Bit
muted
quiet.
or nah?
I don't think so.
No, you shouldn't be.
Oh, okay, because AMPM said that my mic and FOMO's mic were quiet.
Are we good now?
I turned it up a little bit. Whoa.
Yeah. Let us know, AMPM. Are we good now? All right, looks like we're good.
Chibi
that.
Vonnie.
Do you guys like these things? These little card displays? I'm not really a
Oh,
fan of
shit.
these. Oh, you just took it off.
Yeah.
That's all right.
My bad.
No worries.
Which card display was it?
I wouldn't personally get them, but I mean they're not bad. I mean, if
Those
I don't know,
things,
kind of
the
generic
things
looking.
where you put in cards. There was one for that Japanese Pikachu AR from. Damn, can't remember. Crown Zenith, but the Japanese version, the promo.
I like those
Yeah,
stands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are cool. I just don't know
Not
if they're
fan.
very good for protection.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really have my little stands out in use right now because I have a cat.
Of
Nikita's
So
course.
not good.
Yeah. So I only
Yeah.
have out of every little box that they release that has those like displays right now, I'm getting one. You know how they have them and like each one is based off of a different energy type. There was the Gyarados box, there was the Charizard box. There was one for a fighting type Pokemon. I'm getting all of those, and there was one for an electric type Pokemon as well. And I'm keeping at least one of each of those stands, so I could have the whole energy like line.
Nice.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
Let me show you guys something.
okay.
I have some pictures
I-
from something I was gonna
I
do.
Ooh,
honestly think
remind me,
that,
Shadowverse. Remind me later.
How do I
Alright,
share my screen?
I think that a lot of the things are worth it. when it comes to Pokemon boxes, for all the little like extra items that you get from inside it, if you could get like little minifigures or like special coins that are like specific to only like one type of box or something, from the collector aspect, I think it's pretty neat because there always is little like bits and pieces of the hobby that goes after specific things. You know what I mean?
You guys see this?
Yeah.
But we see your whole.
Yeah, that's
Discord, too.
cool.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go through these. These are so cool. I pulled these
looks
out
cool.
like
That one
like
looks nice.
a stream 3 weeks ago, but now we can
I
actually
told you it'd
check
be a
these
bigger
out.
hat.
So some
Avion.
of these are region variants, some of them are new evolutions, some of them are megas.
So you guys think we're getting flying Eevee?
The Darkrai would be cool.
I have no idea.
Flying Eevee?
A lot of people say that
don't
because of
know.
the colors.
I
on the-
think
So you
we're
think like
looking
That's dope.
That's cool as shit.
right
with Angel Wing?
Put like a cowboy hat on him. I don't know.
Tapu Koko Blaziken. This one's weird in my opinion. This one's very cool.
I like
This
that.
one looks
Yeah.
good.
I like that
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
Although, oh, that's just a
Yeah,
region,
Pokemon needs to hire this dude.
right?
He looks scary as hell. That Swampert.
That's sick.
Right?
Sceptile, but poison, like a poison one.
Poison.
Yeah.
I need to get rid of this.
Oh, that is. Yeah, I see it now.
There we go.
Oh, that's
Yes.
cool. Chikorita, flying.
That's
That looks
cool.
sweet.
The feather.
Yeah.
Yeah, featherhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
No.
We don't need any
That's
more Rapidash.
No unicorns.
Straight up steroid.
They need to do something with Keldeo. To be honest.
It does. It
Yeah, that
could
would be cool.
Another swordsman, essentially.
Yeah.
A fairy type. That would be cool.
Mega sweet.
The
I
hell?
don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
The heads.
No.
There's
Aw.
some that are weird. Unfortunately, the dogs didn't
Ooh.
come out as amazing as I thought they would be. But
This
I
is
mean,
cool.
There's
I
one
like
very-
Regiwraith. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Ghost
sick.
That's
type,
cool.
I bet you like that. Yeah.
That's
Oh, man.
sick.
Shadow Lugia.
That gave me shivers, guys.
Yeah.
That card would go crazy.
What is
All
this?
these would.
I don't like this.
Well, not. Yeah, this is.
No. I know. I think there's a different one. We'll get to it. This one's so cool.
It
Yeah,
definitely
that
makes
one's
him
cool.
look cooler.
Looks
Yeah,
like a rock.
Yeah.
He
My Little
looks like
Pony.
it has detail. Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So the
That's pretty
idea
cool.
between this one and the Lugia is like the Lugia is like the night form, and then this Ho
Yeah.
is the sun form.
I don't know if I like the
Yeah,
full
that's cool.
flat tail at the back though. But I do get the whole sun look.
Yeah, and that's the idea behind it, essentially.
Maybe if they cut off half like
Ooh.
a peacock.
Cryo,
Eh.
guys.
I don't like it.
It's interesting.
It
Oh my
It looks like
God, it's
Gardevoir,
so-
kind of.
It could be like
This
an
dude.
ancient version of Quacklevar.
Actually, it does. It says region variant, but this could easily be the ancient form.
Yeah.
I hope its dancing moves are a little better though.
There we go.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
That's the dude right there.
Right. Very cool.
Oh,
Oh, I need a mega Milo
That
tick.
looks nice.
those colors. Yeah.
Looks like a stained glass.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Milo Tick stained
What?
glass card. Scartillery.
That's
That's dope
cool.
as shit.
I like this.
It's just so
Yeah.
cool. I'll take it. I don't even care. I'll take it.
We need a mega Flygon. Something
Yeah, we
like a
do.
new like a
Gamers wanted a Mega Flygon because they said that if Flygon got a Mega, the stats would be busted to the point where it would be broken, and that's why they didn't. Apparently, that's why they didn't make a Mega Flygon.
Why isn't Yanma and Yan Mega into like it should go? They should evolve into Flygon. I feel like
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Yes, and I think Trapin should have evolved into something else.
Yeah,
Yep.
like its own version of Tyranitar or something.
That's a good point.
I like those
By
colors.
Brava.
Looks like Moltres for some reason.
Yeah, it looks odd. though.
Does. Looks like a actually it looks like the Chinese theme Moltres.
Yeah.
The Chinese theme Moltres looks darker though.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh,
That's cool.
This is very cool. I like this one.
I like that.
The ninja.
yeah.
And I like this Pokemon because the only way you could get it was by evolving your Nikata into Ninjask and having an empty slot in your party.
Oh
one.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
it had, like,
those Pokemon that have like those cool like evolutions, like the method of evolving them are really cool.
What did I just?
Yeah.
What is this?
Mega Terapagos.
The Rhydon
Better
turtle?
than the real thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Big old hairy thing. What is that?
Hairy boy.
He looks beast.
Like a Bowser
Yeah,
shell on the back.
Yeah, like a Bowser, right?
Big hair.
it's a dragon.
Yes.
That looks cool.
This
Mega
looks like
cute.
the Black
Looks
Kyurem.
like
This looks like a
Yeah.
regular
It's like
Kyurem, no?
Zekrom. Yeah.
Fusion.
Kyurem walks on all fours, so this dude's bipedal.
I never really liked the tail, the jet boosters. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't.
Kind of how
just
Reshiram has
hate-
it too. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't. It's like I don't know.
Is
Hmm.
there a little quirky? Oh, there we go. Giratina
That's
region.
Eh.
variant. Yeah, that's
the
the
good
region
version?
variant, more like angel themed instead of underworld themed.
It's all right. That's dope.
Megalugia, Water Psychic, Mega Meganium.
That's cool.
That one looks from the
I don't like that eyebrow or whatever it's got going on.
I
Snaggle
love
tooth.
the bushy Rock Lee brows, bro.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. Jotonian Rockruff. This very cool. Ghost type.
You see it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. There's Raikou.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
This was the
White
better
lightning.
one. I think Entei looks a little
Why is he
weird.
look ice?
I think it's because the electricity is like that color.
The mane is
But
crazy
you're
looking.
right. It should be a little more yellow. Okay, get ready for this.
What did I just?
Boo. What is this?
It's like
This is
Sharpedo
some sort of like
Kyogre mix.
No.
it's like if Kyogre entered the Matrix,
Yeah.
this is what you would see.
This
the
is not
tunnels.
it.
Yeah, right? And then I had to add Groudon as well, of course.
No.
It's like a big chicken.
What did they
It looks
do?
like a big-ass
The beak?
chicken. I love it. And I never liked Groudon. Between Kyogre and Groudon was my least favorite. So just looking at this makes me happy.
This is
It's just
terrible.
big ass rooster.
Then I found this.
Eh,
dude.
Charagon. I don't like
not a
him at all.
fan.
I don't know what the deal with him is. If he's like a evolution of Garchomp or something. But
This guy?
it was cool.
Is the Charizard?
That's
No?
Charizard, right? Charagon.
Yeah, that's Charizard, right? Yeah.
Charizard Dragon.
I don't know if I
Charizard
like the
Dragon.
split wing.
Charagon.
But maybe there's the Z form. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, it's
Wait,
yeah,
so
it's
this
just
is Charizard's...
hard just putting
Yeah,
names on
Look at
it.
its head. It has its horns.
Just concepts.
Yeah.
Look at his
I need-
legs.
I need to go back to the video of Hoops and Hip Hop to see what he says about this because
His
he
tail?
always gives little explanations on his.
Tail has a flame.
Oh.
Yeah, it is Charizard for sure.
Yeah.
A Zatu
That's
card.
Dragonite. Yeah. That's a weird Dragonite.
That's
That's
I
a
like the
super weird
cape.
Dragonite, very chesty.
I like
Yeah.
the cape.
Get
Yeah.
rid of the belly. Make him a little more.
Mega. Which one is this one?
Rock Ghost.
Oh, it says Rock Ghost.
That's a evolution, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. It's got like the
Yeah.
gems, I guess, for the rocks, but
So this Eevee, it's funny. This one was actually rumored. What happened was
Katie, what
this
up?
guy made a video just like speculating what the next Dragon Eevee would look like, and then all of a sudden people took it literal and they started thinking that this was gonna be the next evolution that was gonna come out in the new game.
Seems to happen
Did you
a lot.
It's
did you
very
guys see,
different.
did you guys
So
see
this-
AMPM Pokemon in the chat? He says he wants the artist who did the Magikarp to make a Zatu card like a Native American acid trip.
Yeah, that would look good.
Yeah. I could already picture that type of artwork. It would be hard, bro, on a new card. That shit would be so freaking hard, bro. That would be nice.
So I think this is the
Should
last
be
one.
real
This
low.
one is an interpretation of Charizard with Mega Z form. So it's Charizard Z.
I think I've seen this picture before.
Yeah, you can pull this off of Google. It's because I needed to get a speculation for just so that people could get a general idea of what potentially Mega Charizard Z would look like, and to me, it would look similar to this because it has something to do with Zygarde. So I think it's gonna end up being Green Flames.
I don't think they'd make it
Mhm.
as cool as this though, with those horns on top. That's pretty serious.
Oh,
We could hope, but
You guys like
I
this?
hope so.
I like the
I
the top of the head, the dragon-esque looking craziness.
I think it's cute. I don't think it's cool. It's kind of like right in the middle between the Y form and the X form, in my opinion.
I think his neck is way too big for some reason.
Compared to
Oh,
his
that's
body.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's the
He's a
proportions
chunky
thrown off.
boy.
I like the color palette. I just don't know. Yeah, he's chunky.
Yeah.
Well, that was the Megas presentation. Hope you guys liked that.
I did.
did.
That was like all of them are really good. Most of them.
Yeah, I was waiting for a rainy day to show you guys that. This was the perfect day. Thank God it wasn't during the release of the game.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you guys these.
Broccoli
Zard.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen these before? I've seen them for the first time on Gonzo's stream. They're the elf baby cards.
So I think Baze is frozen, and I think Shug, I can't see you.
You can't see
Okay.
me?
Let me exit. Wait up.
Wait,
I'll
I see-
come back.
You guys are good. Or I see
Are we?
everybody.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Oh, these are the Chinese like bootleg cards, right?
Yeah, I think they're
Okay, yeah, I see myself.
Taiwanese.
Yeah,
Looking good.
I think the guy I get cards from in Hong Kong, he had these on his Instagram and the art looks really cool, like really cute art
Yeah, they look really
on
good.
a lot of these. Yeah.
Wow.
He said they're bootleg, but they look legit. I like them.
Yeah. They're
Have
real
you-
thick. Gonzo showed the real. I like this little.
Did Gonzo have some?
Yeah, he had a bead drill.
Oh, that's cool.
I think he picked it up at.
Yeah,
Comic
I
Con
like
or
the art
something.
style on them.
That Togepi looks real nice.
The trainers look really good too.
The Chikorita.
I didn't know they had trainers.
That Brock right there.
Yeah.
The Vulpix. There's a different style. There's there's these, and the other ones are like a little more silver. The secret SSRs.
Okay.
Do you know if these are like new or if they're just like they've been around for a while and people are just finding out about them or what?
I was trying to find. I don't know. I was trying to find graded versions, but I think since they're knockoffs, they don't really grade them. But the
'Cause it's a
the booster
counterfeit, right?
boxes, they come 3 cards to a pack, and they're only like $23 for a whole box. So
Yeah.
It's not even a counterfeit. I guess I take that back. It would be like an unlicensed thing, right?
I don't know though.
Because for a counterfeit, it would have to be based off something that is licensed and legit, and it has to copy that, like, or at least try to.
Yeah, I don't think it's a real thing. I think it's just like
Yeah.
they're using Pokemon's yeah,
Without
like
paying.
just their own art, but Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, so it would just be like unlicensed, like not authorized
That's
by
what I was
them
gonna
and
say.
stuff.
Let me look this set up.
They look pretty cool. I mean, I'm not gonna knock the that they don't look cute and stuff.
Let me put you guys on game real quick before the set drops and it blows everybody out the water. Just saying. It's not Pokemon, but it is what it is. Little Shadowverse.
Okay.
All right, I
so
gotta
let me
go.
look my-
Shadowverse.
Okay. Well, we can talk about One Piece all day, but Shadowverse. So you can download the app and not even have cards and figure out how to play the game. It's actually pretty cool. But the what's this called? It is fuck. I don't know. Seaside Memories. So it's just out in Japanese right now.
Mhm.
But the English the English box is on its way. I think it's like April 11th when it releases. But these are going to be pretty serious. I'm just saying.
Nice.
159.
Yeah.
Damn.
235. Box at 84. Genetsu. This
Is it all just girls,
my girl right there?
or is that what
No,
everybody
it's not.
grades?
It's probably what everybody
Oh.
grades. The Great Fox. There's dudes as well. Dude leaders.
Yeah, I
But
know
this
nothing
is-
about
this is,
Shadowverse, so.
Seaside Memories, so it's got it's a little bit
Huh.
just saying, just putting
Okay.
it out there for you guys. Just dropping some seeds every now and then.
Check it
I
out.
don't need another hobby though, because
neither.
I'll go to the store and I'll like won't find Pokemon, then I'll see like One Piece, I'll see Dragon Ball, I'll see other TCGs, and I'm like so tempted to buy them,
So
and then I'm like, no, I don't. I already spend so much on Pokemon. I don't need another.
my wife went to Family Dollar to pick up some energy drinks, and she saw some Magic cards and asked if they had Pokemon. She said no, just the Halloween ones. And then she found these.
Uh-huh. What?
And
Evolving
she charged
Skies?
her $1.25 a piece. She replaced them with Slim Jims, and gave us. They were just loose packs like this.
What?
Yeah, only
Open it.
3. Open it.
Open it.
Check it
Let
out.
Umbreon right now.
me-
Um,
Be right back. Give me one
So
Phone was like,
AM
"Fuck."
PM Pokemon. Shut. AM PM Pokemon. Send
I wanna
over a
hear when chat
box.
pulled up.
I couldn't see you guys for like 5 minutes.
Okay. Doug. AM
Yeah, he
PM
sent a
Pokemon
box?
Send over a box, right?
Uh-huh.
Look at what we pulled out of the booster box that we opened from inside that box.
Oh,
So
damn.
pretty.
This
That's
went
the
to William
hit,
Hill
right?
Yeah,
on the
man.
channel. Yep.
You guys
The
are
only
telling
more
me that
expensive
this set is trash.
Is the error card.
Not you guys.
Oh, it's the
I'm just
error
saying.
card?
Thank you, Lady
No,
Luck.
the only thing more expensive is the
Okay.
error
Oh,
card.
oh, is the
You
error
know, the one
card?
with that overlay error.
Yeah,
But this is like the biggest hit in the box, besides
Yeah.
the error, which
Isn't
is
it-
possible.
Isn't
That's
it like
cool.
500?
The air.
This one.
This one is like
Nah.
300. It's
Yeah,
it's like-
288.
That's a
Very
beautiful
nice.
yeah, that's a
Yep.
nice card. Yeah, I
That
don't
was
get that
all-
lucky usually.
No, this is the crazy thing though. AM PM Pokemon, his daughter had pulled this card out of another box he had. He had 3 boxes in total. His daughter pulled this card. He had sold one other box and he sent me the 3rd box. He technically had 2 boxes, which each had one of these.
Damn.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's nuts. And then I'm gonna
Absolutely
show you.
beautiful.
I'm gonna show you one card that went to Kristen right now as well.
I still need to send you the cat box. I said I was gonna send it in like a day or two, and I totally forgot.
It'll get here when it gets
You
here.
just
no
you just
worries.
reminded me.
I started receiving a few packages, so I was able to open up the one that AMPM sent in. This was pulled by Kristen.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Let me pull you.
Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
good one.
And then the Articuno got pulled, and that went to Tio Master Gaming. So a few people were very, very happy with what they got.
Yeah, that's nice.
Did good.
I think the Japanese
box.
boxes are good for opening just because they're guaranteed hit rates.
Yep. Yeah, the guaranteed hit rate is amazing on it.
Yeah, if you're not worried about price of cards and how much they're going to be worth, then yeah, they're fun to open.
Is the hype for what is this set in Japanese?
The Heatwave Arena one,
Yeah.
Oh no, the one before that?
Battle Partners.
Battle Partners. Is the hype still there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't get. There's
Yeah, it's like
yeah, there's
crazy.
supposed to be a reprint, couple of reprints, but still, I think this weekend actually, I should probably be at the store right now because I think there was supposed to be reprints this weekend hitting shelves.
Oh, really?
And then April too as well. But yeah, people are still looking for boxes of that because that was just people that didn't get boxes. Some people didn't get anything.
Yeah.
So
If you get the error card, it's $2,500 raw.
Wow.
I should open these
That's
boxes.
crazy.
I probably wouldn't pull it, but
No, first print
It's
run
easy.
boxes, keep 'em.
It's a gold card. The error is the gold card, right?
yeah, this
It's
was
ends
harder to pull.
Zoroark gold.
Is it? Or is it the blue one?
Yeah, and it has the overlay from the full art version.
So it's a hyper rare or ultra rare. It's not like a even guaranteed in a box
Right.
like the
Mhm.
SR is or the SAR.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna scroll through. X. See if you guys just
Careful.
want to comment on it. No, it's. I'm not gonna scroll too far.
Is that where I need to be, guys?
So this is the redesigns for the time skip on the anime.
You were talking
And there's
about
the
that
guy
last
with
time.
the Mega Sableye. Oh,
That's cool.
I don't know if I want. It's a
Very
spoiler in
cool.
the anime, but
Shiny Lucario.
Pokemon's getting deep, guys.
Yeah.
They lose. Spoiler, guys. Freed gets lost. He falls off the airship, and then the show stops, and then the time passes, and it's a year later. So
Mhm.
Captain Pikachu's still there, but Freed's gone. So
100 years later?
1 year
It's
later.
1 year.
Did I say 100?
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah, I
100. I
remember
thought I was like, wait a minute.
Did I say 100?
Well, it's
No, you
because
probably
the
didn't.
kids look like they're teenagers now.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
little.
They had a massive growth spurt.
But that's the first time we've seen this. The character changes.
Yeah.
Time
Already
passes.
too? That's
They're
quick.
dealing with a loss of Freed. I don't know if he's
Ashton did
dead.
this
Probably
all.
not. But
Ash
All right, is
never-
Frida the one with the red hair?
he's the guy with the goggles on his head.
Oh, he's not
the
in this
older guy,
picture.
the Captain Pikachu.
He's the professor
Yeah,
or whatever?
yeah, the leader of the
Okay.
Volt
Okay.
Tacklers.
Huh.
But I don't know if this is gonna carry. Like, are we gonna get a new anime for the new generation, or are they gonna go venture into the next region or something? I don't know. I just thought it's interesting because we're getting a lot of
Yeah.
first times.
I wonder how this anime is performed to the old one with Ash in it. Like if they like the viewer watch hours on
You
the
should
show.
look that
Yeah.
up.
I got a hot take. Imagine this is gonna be how they choose to end the anime series, because this is the first
It's got
series
the
where you
Mega
see
Band.
grow, and they'll go all the way towards like the end of their adulthood when they end it.
Oh, you mean not right now? You mean later?
Yeah, like as it progresses, this might be like the last series. Imagine that's why they intended the whole like time skip. Like they might have that be a continuous thing. So this will be like the series that they're gonna focus on to like close out the anime and stuff.
Or if they're doing a new series, they can just kind of do whatever they want with this one, and because
Yeah,
they know they're
exactly.
gonna scrap it anyways. But it's carrying into the megas, so I don't know.
I could see them doing a spin-off too, like a movie about that year where he's lost,
Ooh.
about where he was.
Right. And this is
That would
he's
actually be
There is a
good.
movie announced.
Sableye seems to be mega the entire time that this guy is pictured in all of the, or maybe not.
Looks like
really.
regular Sableye to me.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Isn't he? What's
Just all
the
the
difference?
ads
Am I?
have.
Jam is bigger.
Yeah, he's got the bigger gym
Oh,
versus,
Yeah, that's.
or
the
he's got a
difference.
gym with him because he doesn't really
A
carry a
giant
gym when he's
Mhm.
normal.
isn't that like your second favorite? You said Sableye,
Yeah, he's top 3 for sure.
top 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Ninetales, Sableye. Cerulege is up there now. For sure.
Yeah, Ceruleage's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's kind of kicked out. I don't know. Raiku's always been up there. Melodic's always been up there. It's hard to.
For this anime series, it's only had like one season, or how long has this current one been going
It's
for?
got. There's 2 parts to it. So there's like they've separated. It's not even all together. There's like the first part of the series, second part of the series. It's 2 different little shows,
Okay.
which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
At least on Netflix.
It's only been out for like a year or two though, right?
Since
Yeah.
yeah, I think
So
Yeah.
maybe a little longer.
all right, so I guess kind of fill me in, because I don't think I don't.
With the
I'm gonna
anime,
take this back. Yeah, I know for sure I haven't seen the entire anime, because the anime came out when we were young. You get me? And then I dropped out of it for a minute,
well,
and
this
it just kept going.
this anime has
So-
nothing to do with the older animes at all.
Yeah.
But
So you can watch
if
this
we
one
start from the
fresh.
beginning, if we start from the beginning, how many iterations of the anime total have there been? Like the whole Ash storyline, is it just that and now we're here, or is there a bunch of other shit that came out too?
No, it's always been Ash
Uh-huh.
until it hasn't been. Like he,
Okay.
yeah,
And when it was Ash, he never like grew through it all. He was always 10.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even at the
So
last
this is
episode, he was
I thought he
10 years
grew
old
like
when
I thought it was like 3 or 4 years, but I could be
yeah, I
wrong.
thought he was
Or-
like 14, 15 or some shit.
No, because you get your first
During-
starter at 10.
during journeys and
Then-
stuff. He looked a
Yeah,
little
and
older.
then he just went on his journey and he was always 10 the entire time.
But
It never,
in the newer
it never
one,
really. They changed his hat and his outfit, but they never. I don't know. Maybe I guess it was
Never
kind of
changed.
understood.
because didn't he like have a love interest and all that?
What's her name?
Well, yeah, but they
Serena.
didn't show it. The whole
No,
thing.
I know they don't show it, but like, isn't that usually like something you would expect as he grew older? He started
Bro.
getting interested in girls,
it's
and that's why he had
Pokemon.
his love interest.
You'd think, but this thing still made it seem like he was 10 getting all those puberty hormones. So I'm
Okay.
not sure.
But the
Did
reason
you
why
see?
I asked
Oh, go ahead.
is because right now we have this current iteration which had a 1 year time skip, and I'm wondering like if it was just Ash for fucking like over 25 years, like he was just 10 the whole damn time. Like I guess it was kind of a shock to me, and I needed to comprehend that.
Technically, Serena kissed him, so I don't know. Maybe the hormonal one was not Ash.
Maybe they're just.
You know?
Preteens.
But you get me? But like, and then my whole question was, all right, so everything in the anime was part of Ash's storyline until it wasn't, and now we're at that portion, right?
Yeah.
Like, how long do you think this portion can go? Like, Ash carried it for so long. Do you think that they're gonna be like, all right, now we're in a new portion and it's gonna carry it as long? Or do you feel like when another portion comes out there, like we know it's not gonna last that long, so we have to wrap up the story, make it feel completed in a way, which is why there's the time skips, because it's gonna be a plot element that they use later to make it feel complete.
I don't know. We're gonna have to
I
wait till
think-
next generation, right? Until we really know if they're gonna continue what they're doing. But if anything, they could like mix in the older Horizons characters as they age with a new group of people that they meet, and then kind of let those people do their own thing, and then we follow them instead of the Horizons. I don't know.
And then it would be like the Ash arc, the Horizons arc, and now the new arc after that.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense to me. So I'm seeing it like in Dragon Ball. Like
But that-
Ash is Dragon
but-
Ball Z.
yeah,
We're in the Dragon Ball GT one, and there's gonna be a Dragon Ball Super after. You get me? Like that's how my head's putting it together, so I understand it.
The way I see it, they needed to get rid of Ash to open up other opportunities to go in other directions. Because with Ash, you always will have a kids show. Whereas now, without Ash, they can go in multiple directions. Where this could even become like a PG-13 type situation. Doubtfully rated R, but I mean, you never know. They could get to that point at some point. But this really opens up endless possibilities. The problem now is they have to find out what sticks.
Yeah.
So this is all trial and error. They're seeing if the people react well to the main character. They're seeing if they like the new Pikachu, because there's always going to be a
Yeah.
Pikachu in one way, shape, or form. And they love it because the little dude's a shit.
And he has a hat.
He has a hat, and he does this, and it's like, you
Yeah.
gotta love it. Yeah.
I get you, but I guess my whole thing is like, all right, being into as many different intellectual properties as I am, I don't just like one cartoon. I like a lot of cartoons. I don't like one show. I like a lot of shows. Not one movie, a lot of movies. I'm always wondering, like, because there are some series that like they hit strong, and you're like, oh, this shit's gonna go on forever, and then it ends abruptly, right? And then you have the shows that you think it's gonna end, and it doesn't end, and it keeps going.
Open
and going.
it.
Oh, it's getting open.
And then you have
Silver
you have
Tempest
the
goes-
shows that
goes
are
down.
like this. I see Pokemon kind of like The Simpsons, or kind of like South Park, where it's just a show that's been going on for a couple of decades, And no matter when it's going on, it still feels relevant and it still feels like it's current and it still feels modern to the audience, aka us. And as far back as I can remember, it was always
Wait,
a thing.
I lost it. It's been a while.
And
Sword and
it's
Shield.
still a thing. And I expect it to still be a thing. But with that being said, when you see other shows and you see other properties that fail, right? And other things that end, that come to a conclusion, it makes you wonder, am I just seeing this property in a different way and I don't realize when it will end? Because we've been with Pokemon for so long. And like you guys just said, Ash was it for the anime for so long, right? And then they drew his story to an end. To me, when I first heard about Ash's story coming to an end, it made Pokemon feel like it was done. Because that was the end of that story.
I
So
understand.
it felt like a conclusion, like a solid conclusion.
Yeah.
But now there is this new generation, and I'm not against it, but I'm wondering, will it kick off as much? Will it retain as many people? Will it bring as many more people in? And at the end, as Pokemon is a company and it has to make a profit, it doesn't just go, oh, we're doing this for the fans because it's right. It has to continue making a profit because there's employees that have to continuously getting paid. There is going to be a point in time where maybe Pokemon isn't as popular and it draws to an end and it comes to a close. It's easier for that to happen during a transition period in which we are in, like right now, where that original story ended. Now we're with this new crew. If it's not well taken, can that be the end? If it is well taken, it won't be the end. But will it be as popular? Will it go as long as the original did? Will we get another 20, 25 years for that arc? And if we don't, how long will we get? And then that tells you how much life there's left in the hobby.
I definitely don't think Horizons is the wham bam, let's slap this on for 20 years type situation.
But I
Okay.
do like it
But-
more than what we've seen as far as direction goes. Like, it's not just gym to gym; it's adventures, and
There's more story development, or
I like that they.
there's more characters too. It's not just around. I mean, there was Ash and Brock and Misty, but there's like, I feel like they're not just centering. Like, there's not one main character. Maybe it's
Yeah.
more. They're developing more characters in the story.
There
Okay.
is
But
More in
there's a,
depth.
there's a marketing strategy when
Different
you
characters
shift
get their own
gears,
time.
like
Yeah.
for example, we had Ash for all this time, and now we went into just something completely new, obviously, because it's completely different.
Well,
You still
well.
need to re-educate the public, so maybe this is a test run to show people, hey, this is Pokemon, but with world building, like connecting, building, networking, all this other stuff that you didn't see in the original Pokemon. So this is what we're showing you so that you get used to it, because this is what we're going to start throwing at you guys. I like that. I like that it means that these guys are open-minded. They see that there's multiple avenues that they can go to, and they're testing the waters and see what sticks.
But at the end of the day, they still had to have Pikachu. They just put him in there with a hat.
Always, yeah.
And
So
Charizard.
that shows you.
Well, they lost
without-
Charizard actually. Freed and
They-
Charizard
They
went
had
down
Charizard
together.
that went, right?
I know, but Freed is lost, and Charizard
Okay.
went with him.
There's a
But-
Rayquaza in
But
there.
for the beginning, for that transition period, you had to have Charizard and Pikachu for that transition period,
You
right?
think so?
Yeah,
To
Well,
get
yeah,
that well
yeah,
reception,
for sure.
to even be like considered. That tells me off the ground that series is not as popular. It's not gonna be as hot because it's kind of like dead on delivery if you don't include the shit from the beginning, from the first arc that made it like nostalgic, that made it magical.
It makes me think, like, hey, you need to throw Pikachu in there because you need to remind me that I need to know that this is Pokemon.
it's like
Does
what
that
they
make
do with
sense?
it's like what they do with the card games. You have a new generation of cards come out, new Pokemon. People aren't,
Ooh, you got a
maybe
hit.
as
Duraludon.
what'd you get?
Is it
Duraludon.
No.
It's just a hit.
Mark? Ah,
take-
nice.
it's-
Regular.
But
Evolving
yeah,
Smart.
people aren't as like accepting of the newer Pokemon right away, and the TCG and the cards coming out, and the crowns and the hats. But then they sometimes will come out with something like 151 or throw in an old, a Charizard card every so often.
Or
And people have
evolutions
warmed
with
up, I think, to
hats.
Scarlet and Violet. So I think it's similar, probably, in how people view the show and the cards. There's probably like a growing period or a warming up period. And as it goes on, people may or may not, warm up to the show. I don't know.
If you
Who
think
knows?
about it,
Huh?
for the cards, Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, Pikachu and Eevee is what broke Scarlet and Violet for the TCG set and made it crazy.
Yeah.
So it had to be those Gen 1
Blooming
Pokemon
Waters.
that
Dude.
made the Scalpers come back. And you had your 151 set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are
Yeah.
the
That's a good
three
point.
Last call
highest
for
scalps.
151.
Yeah. It wasn't, it was not Paldea Evolved that did it. It was not, um, Stellar Crown that did it, even though there was a couple of Gen 1ers in there. It was literally Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, 151 set.
It's crazy nobody
Good
cared
point.
about the Bulbasaur and Squirtle
I
until it
care.
was English. Well, I mean, like, it's
I
been out
agree about
forever in Japanese.
Yeah. Well, I wanted the Japanese ones, those theme decks, but they got crazy, stupid, expensive when a bunch of YouTubers made videos on it and let everybody know about it. That's why I didn't get it. But I knew they were going to print them in English ever since they printed the Charmander for the Obsidian Flames promo.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting for them to come out. They both came out in the same set. Literally, we were chasing them on the channel. We got lucky and pulled the Squirtle. It was supposed to go to Henry Daddy, but he went, give it to Yesenia because it's going for her master set. We're still going after Bulbasaur. We haven't gotten Bulbasaur yet. Like, they're beautiful cards. They really are.
Real quick, going back on the previous topic, I think maybe now the TV show has also gotten to a comfortable point where they realize that maybe the TV show is like what their weakest feature
Well, they
out of like the pillars when it comes to Pokemon. So I think this is also kind of like a hey, let's take a step back. We can do this right now because we're making all this money from the TCG, and they're probably gonna make money from the video games. So either they have the option of either scrapping the TV show, revamping the TV show, or just focusing on the games. And they're already making two different sets of games, one that looks like Pokemon Stadium and one that is
Mhm.
what we know as Arceus Legends. Sorry, Legends, the Legends games. So they are diversifying. It's just we don't know where this is going to lead to probably 5 years from now, whether the TV show is popular enough
Well,
or not.
do you honestly feel it's diversification when they're coming out with a game that looks like Pokemon Stadium that isn't a standalone game that looks like nothing they've never come out with before?
It is because they're separating it away from everything else. So
champions.
it's like in that sense that side is going to get all the money because it's its own creation.
Its own arm.
Yeah, it's its own pillar basically. Whereas you have another game where people are more, I want to go catch Pokemon, versus the other one where I want to battle.
They
So it's
actually
splitting things into two, and to each his own because the money is going to be split up depending on which kind of hobbyist you are.
Mhm.
So
here's another
it's
spoiler, but they closed the loop in the anime. Like the Area Zero guy that they've been looking for this whole time.
Mhm.
He dies and takes the other bad guy with him, like the head boss, Gideon or somebody. I think his name
Do
is.
people die in Pokemon?
They
I
didn't
never
really
s-
die, but he like
manga,
disappears
yeah.
back into
Oh,
whatever.
He
okay.
goes into the
And then
void.
Area Zero gets destroyed as well. So like that whole, they've been trying to get there the whole time, and now it's
Yeah.
the guy's gone and the area's gone. So it's like, now what? Like, Freed's gone. Time skip. What do we do? I don't know.
They got something planned, I'm sure. I mean,
it's going to be good. It's going to be relevant to the time skip.
yeah, we'll
Because
probably be all like, oh, when it happens, we'll be like, that's what, okay.
every time I see a time skip, it blows my mind because crazy stuff goes down during time skips. So I'm excited.
We see Freed all ragged with a beard and shit. Charizard's
You like
run
time
down.
skips on stories?
Bro, Boruto had
I like
a time
where they
skip
actually grow with them.
so freaking good.
What is Freed? He's the one that owns Pikachu, right? The hat.
Yeah.
Do you know why I don't like time skips?
What if he like comes back? He's like Pikachu's evolved into Raichu
Let
with
me.
the hat. I don't think they'll do
Has
that, but
another Pikachu.
It's
yeah, they need to have a Pikachu, right?
Pokefurlax, guys. If you don't
I'm
know,
gonna
now
go
you
use the
know.
restroom real quick. I'm gonna come back. When I come back, I'm gonna open this box that Henry sent. It's a heavy box. I
Ooh,
don't know what's in it.
mysterious.
Okay.
Nice.
But he said I could open it on the pod today, and
Is
I
that
do
your-
have to open it because we have to make sure everything's in there that he sent.
My wife says she
Okay.
likes our show and tell. She wanted to make sure I showed those packs and opened them. So she's
Nice.
happy I
Oh.
did that.
Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, Lady Luck is your
Yeah.
wife. I forgot.
So some real luck today finding those. Some real it was worth it. Worth the experience. Don't
Yeah,
sleep
that's
on
cool.
popular Pokemon V cards, guys. We look at these tag teams like the regular set cards and we all want them, or we look at the regular megas. Don't overlook these. At least the popular
Bro, I
Pokemon.
grade the basic EXs. Those are gonna pop off because they're nice to look at.
Yeah, I mean they look. There's a.
Spark.
I like the V Maxes, like the basic V Maxes. I really like those as well. They still have texture to them. They pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big? I have a bunch of V's and V Maxes and EXs from the new set. Just kind of
I ordered a few of these promo packs from the new set with the Illustrator cards.
Oh, I
yeah.
love those.
They're probably not
So-
gradable, but
Oh,
they
shouldn't
were all
have
fresh out the pack,
toxicity?
but they all had something wrong with them.
You know,
I got
that's
4
very,
packs.
That's very common from literally those cards. The one last
That
year,
looks dope, man.
were the
I'll
exact
trade you
same.
something for it. What you want to trade
You
for?
can have it. I'll send it to you.
Well, I have to send something back to make the postage worth it. Or I could just buy
Surprise
one.
me.
I could just buy one.
I did get this. I got this from Professor Oak. He just randomly sent me this in the mail.
That's a first edition.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, he was like, "What's your
loves the
address?"
podcast.
And I was like, "What?" Yeah, and then I didn't open the back yet, but there's like a
He's huge
flying Pikachu too.
fan, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a
I have
Pikachu collector.
returned.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate enough to play
Thank you, Professor Oak. I haven't thanked him yet.
some Unite
I gotta
games.
send him a message.
Oh, what I missed?
Hello, Heart.
Oh, Professor Oak sent me this.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let me see. Give
Yeah.
me a sec. Nice. That's dope.
Yeah. What are we watching?
I played a Unite game with this guy once, but he's like basically just full anime guy. Pokemon anime.
He does draws this or what?
No, he just commentates on the.
Oh,
actual anime,
okay.
But I wanted to show you guys the scene.
There's 3 booster boxes, guys.
Oh, really?
Are you opening the box?
Battle Spirits Saga, False Gods by Bandai. Bonus promotion. Each box contains a bonus Gundam collaboration card, 1 type. There's a Gundam card in here.
Oh shit!
Is that the new set?
Yeah, it says each box contains 1 bonus Gundam collaboration card, 1 type. Holy crap.
Nice.
Oh, they have Pikachu with them.
Yeah, he falls.
Oh, so Pikachu didn't go with Charizard and Freed.
No, he made it.
I mean, isn't Charizard a flying Pokemon?
Yeah, but they get separated and then.
Yeah.
He gets confused sometimes.
He's the guy's a trip, but he's for sure into what he's doing. So good source of info.
Are they all the same set?
Was he reviewing the episode?
Yeah,
They're
I don't
different
know how he
sets.
gets the episode so early. I guess he's just watching it off of. I don't know.
Maybe he
I'm sure
watches the
Japanese
Japanese
episodes come out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Isn't it
don't
on
know where he
Crunchyroll
gets
like the
them.
day later?
There's Pokemon
Battle
on Crunchyroll.
Spirits Saga, Dawn of History.
Oh, maybe it's not.
It's on Netflix.
Bro,
for
Battle
us.
Spirits, the one that is no longer exists.
Yeah, remember I told you he was gonna get me
Nice.
some for a TCG that was
so
ending?
Yes, that is so cool.
This is another one too. This is Battle Spirits Saga Aquatic Invaders. Includes 2 special bonus box promo, their token cards, and a promo pack. It's a reprint pack, has 6 cards from 16 types. That's cool as fuck.
Bro, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
But check it out.
And honestly,
they
the fact that
gods?
it's a
Like-
TCG makes it even better. in
Mythological
my
people?
The
opinion.
Gundam one.
Oh, it's
It's
Gundam.
like the forbidden TCG.
This is crazy.
Wait, what am I looking
Henry
at?
Daddy.
There's a Gundam card
I'm pretty sure
inside.
he's gonna come watch this later.
Is that a
Henry
Gundam
Daddy,
box?
all 3 booster boxes arrived safe. Thank you so much, dude. This is gonna be 3 different live streams that we're gonna run on the channel for openings. This is crazy.
I need a
I'm
Henry
pretty
Daddy.
excited.
Yeah.
Just
Shout
some
out.
sugar daddy to send you cards.
It's he's
Old
he's a
boxes.
mod for a very famous PokeTuber that we all know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay.
It like a top tier, like one of the top 10 famous PokeTubers that we know.
Huh.
I won't say who, just because I feel like it'll be rude since Henry Daddy's not here to say who it is. But that's how I met him. I met him because he is one of the mods for that creator,
That's
and I
cool.
was literally just promoting in that Discord server. He hopped into one of my
Oh.
streams. He loved it, and he's been returning ever since.
Dude, so there's your collab right there, your connect.
Yeah.
You collab with whoever that is. Have Henry Daddy
once
do
he
the
starts
introduction.
Streaming, yeah, when he starts streaming, we're gonna definitely run a collab. Yo, you got Tekken from PlayStation?
Oh yeah. I don't have the case though, but I found it.
That's pretty dope.
That's cool.
Scratch the shit though. This is like
I played the new one and I didn't really like it. It wasn't the same.
what okay, what characters did you guys use in Tekken?
Yoshimitsu.
I can't remember. I
Respect.
don't remember the name. It's been so long. Let me check.
I use King.
Oh, King. Cool.
Fucking
Or what's
boxer.
the guy? Everything is Tekken 2, the breakdancer. I used him too.
Eddie? Yeah,
Eddie Gordo. Yeah.
he's legit.
Who was the guy who had the little Freddy claw? There was a
Is that Tekken?
little old man, and he had like a little. It looked like a claw, kind
I
of like
think
the
you're
Freddy
thinking of
Krueger glove.
Volto from one of the like Soul Calibur or something. Like a there's a couple
Oh yeah.
Toshiden tournament. There's a couple of those with a similar Volto where he wears the claws and he's creepy.
Yeah, let me see
Foma
if
was
I
a
can find
pack
it.
jack kind of guy.
I definitely used the character with the cheetah face,
King.
and I used the old
King.
guy with the hair.
Fucking what's
Oh, like the
old
Japanese
guy?
dude, the main
the real
character.
old guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or he's like one of the main. I
Old
forget
guy
what his
with
name was.
pointy hair. Kind of weird.
Guessing.
He's
I'm
bald.
surprised you
Yeah.
didn't use is his name Jin? I think.
I
I'm
think
gonna try
Jin.
to
Yeah.
find the name of the game I was talking about,
Yeah, I liked Yoshimitsu because he'd teleport.
or it might have been King of Fighter. I think he might have been in King of Fighter, the guy
Did
I'm
you guys
thinking
play
about.
Battle Arena Toshiden?
Nah.
No.
That's back in the day.
Hey Hachi.
It had
Shima.
Ryu and Ken.
Hachishima is his name?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, okay. I remember
It's
the
been a
devil
while.
too. You gotta play the devil after you beat him too. I think it's one of the characters turns into the devil. Is it Jin?
I found him, guys.
Devil Jin?
Yeah, but
It was
Yeah.
King of Fighters.
Though? Or
His
they
name is
King
changed?
of
Choi Boonge, or Boonji. It's CHOIBOUNGE.
This is
Okay, this is like arcade game.
well, this was on PlayStation.
Was it? Oh,
It's
what?
one, right?
This is a
I never
different
played
language,
this.
I think. Or is it KN? It was, I guess, before Ryu and Ken became a thing.
What about Super Smash Brothers? What's your guys' characters?
Oh,
Ooh.
Link and Samus.
Samus all day.
Which
Link
And
and
then-
Samus?
It's Captain
I-
Falcon and
Captain
Kirby.
Falcon.
I don't use
yeah.
anybody but Samus. Like
Falcon Punch was good.
I
Mine
used
is,
Fox sometimes, too, to deflect.
Mine was Kirby and then Zelda. Before they split Sheik and Zelda, but
Mhm.
now I just use Sheik.
fucking Kirby characters. Damn it.
What about
Kirby's
Melee?
so
Melee,
easy.
I know.
Kirby is so easy.
Yeah, but come on,
What about
bro. it's
Fox?
Kirby.
He's sucking up everybody,
Fox
taking
was good.
powers.
Kirby's so easy.
Do what?
I never used Fox.
Fox.
I used Fox to deflect because he had that like shield thing.
Yep. Fox has a good
That's
shield.
so cool.
Eddie met the
Very
sugar
good
daddy and
shield.
got the cardboard hookup. Eyes wide
Even
shut. Card
nowadays,
party
it
after
has-
card after party. Oh man.
Nah.
Link and Marth.
Link and Marth.
Okay.
Marth, I remember there's some good
Ooh, I use Marth.
players.
I'm not big enough or popular enough to go to those Eyes Wide Shut card after parties. I just get to chill in the lobby, bro. I never get invited upstairs.
I just want to
Just
be
show
in
him
the
your
corner.
Chansey card that's signed by DPM. Just be like,
They,
I got
do you know who I
they
am?
know about it.
Month, yeah.
That's why I get into the lobby.
All access.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I used Ganondorf. I swapped out Captain Falcon in melee for Ganondorf, and then I was using Marth too.
Okay.
Ganondorf is the dark one, right? He has what looks
Yeah.
like the Falcon Punch, but it's like dark. Yeah.
Yes.
I
He
remember.
grabs the person and then he just makes them explode or something. It's very.
Yeah.
It's he doesn't send them flying, which is what I like, unless their HP is like super high.
You guys know Discord has activities on it. Like,
Oh yeah, you can play
games.
games and shit. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's trippy.
Yeah. And then there's like different things you could do with it. I mean, I don't really look into all that. AMPM Pokemon says he uses Link and Marth.
Yeah.
That is,
I
I
saw.
used to use
Okay.
Toon Link a lot. It's just the normal Link I didn't use as well as the Toon Link. For some reason.
You know why I liked Link? Because when he does that circle spin with that sword, I feel like it just takes everything off of you.
Yeah.
You could do that, throw your chain, grab him, bring him to you, swipe him up, and then do his finishing stab.
Who's
Like Link, you could do all sorts of combos with Link.
Mario Kart characters?
Ooh,
Shy Guy.
Anything
Bowser.
Mario's Toad for me.
Shy Guy. Or
Bowser's
or
Toad.
Waluigi. The yellow one? Is that him?
yeah.
No, it's the
Yeah, that's
purple one.
Waluigi.
Yeah, the far.
No, Waluigi.
purple
Oh, that's
one.
Waluigi. Okay, yeah, that's
Wario
Waluigi.
is the yellow
Wario's
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Yoshi so goated?
Yoshi.
Everyone uses Yoshi. What's the deal?
You use it. Your
It's a
Yoshi.
dragon. That's all it is.
I mean, I've
Yoshi's
never
rocket
used it
dragon.
in Smash. I've never used it in Mario Kart. I don't really use it in the games unless it's the old games where you ride it. I don't use Yoshi. I
Who
use
do you
Toad.
Bowser. Luigi because he jumps
Toad
higher.
is. Of course you use Toad.
Oh,
Luigi
I
because
love
he
Toad.
jumps higher.
Toad's awesome.
Toad is cool.
I just thought of something, and it's gonna be funny how I thought of this. You wanted to talk about something, iFOMO. Do you remember what we wanted to talk about? Remember how
Tag
you said
grading. Just
the
kidding.
grading thing? Yep.
That's like every
Tag
week.
grading.
That's every week.
But
Wasn't it about
it's a
tag?
specific thing he wanted to touch on grading. How you said about certain companies having lax standards, so people that are newly getting into the hobby will be able to get those 10s a little easier, which in itself is a little more enticing for them rather than it being stricter standards so they don't get 10s, remember? And I was kind of opposed to it because of the fact that it's the market being flooded by these 10s that are not 10s because of the fact of the lax standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's more towards PSA that we're referring to this.
But they changed,
It's-
right?
That's the point.
Let me
See,
grab a
I don't
drink.
agree with the change
I don't remember I
to
can do it.
begin with. See, base
iPhone
makes a
riding
very
Yoshi?
good point
Yeah, I
that
could
now
do
it
that.
gives it like more exclusivity because now PSA 10s are more caballed in a sense. I say that yes, I agree with that point. It's just that also at the same time by caballing it from all these people, and the majority of people that do this don't necessarily know the ins and outs of how to pre-grade your cards, or they just don't do it, or they just don't check it under a light.
Yeah.
These people are gonna get burned. I mean, burned. And
Have
I'm
you
already
heard
starting to
Dan's
see
take
that
on it?
YouTube. Sorry.
Have you heard Dan's take on like, because we talk about PSA like changing like their criteria, but Dan always is like, no, they've
Called
been
out
doing it
Dan,
this
right?
way.
What the hell he was thinking?
Yeah, I don't know what he just I brought it up to where like, what if PSA is actually changing their PSA criteria? Like because Nat said, oh, they're doing that, they've been doing this, they just updated the criteria on the website. I was like, what if they actually weren't doing this, but this is like a softer blow to be like, oh, we just made a mistake. We've been grading this way forever, but we forgot to update the website, and because they want their 10s to be stronger in the market. And Dan was like, no, that's not it. He's like, he's like, I forget what his answer was, but it was pretty much he thought like, oh no, they've been grading the 55-45 or whatever the new thing is now. They haven't been doing 60-40, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think they've actually changed?
Here's-
I think, yeah.
because I've seen it. I
So
can
you
see it.
think they're changed? Okay.
There are
Yeah.
differences in the grades in the cards, and
Would that be centering though?
it's not. There's nothing else that's skewing it except for certain things. Like one is if it has 2 white dots now, it's an 8, not a 9 anymore. It's an 8.
Hmm.
The other thing is centering. Centering,
Okay.
they're not really as hardcore on. But yeah, the damage is a big issue, and now it's not demoting it to 9, but it's demoting it to an 8 if you get 2 pieces of damage. Let's put it that way.
Mhm.
Whereas before, 2 pieces of damage would equate to a 9. Whereas 4
Yeah.
pieces of damage would equate to an 8. So on and
I'll
so
believe
forth.
it when I see
You
it.
get a 6.
But
I
with
gotta
that
see
being
it.
said, have you all right, did you
I'm not
get a
doubting you,
card
I just-
previously that was like a 9 and you cracked it now and send it under their new guidelines and it got an 8? Like, do we have hard data to back it up and say this previously got this, we cracked it, send it in after their announcement, it got this now, and we actually see it's because of the fact that yes, there's 2 dots on it versus 1 dot before or something like that.
That's a great
You get-
point.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're sending new cards now and we think, well, they're grading them harder, how do we not know that we just didn't pre-grade as well or that we didn't catch these things? You get me? You're not sending the same card and have direct hard proof to say, yo, I had a 9, now it's an 8. Same card, nothing's wrong with it. It had 2 dots and it was cool before. Now it has fucking 2 dots and they're saying it's not cool. Like, that's
Resend it.
why. That's why I had my bet. Remember, Merc?
What?
My bet, the bet I had with you
Oh, it's
in
a
the message.
regrade.
Yeah, to crack those 3, send them to PSA. If any
The
of them comes back,
Rayquaza would
at
get
10,
a 10 for sure.
well, the
Yeah.
Rayquaza's not a part of it. I only wanted the evolutions to be a part of this one because I was focusing on the
I didn't-
evolutions.
The indentations were pretty serious.
But I'm just saying, if any of those came back at 10, I was willing to pay you full market price for the 10 and you keep it.
Okay.
But if it doesn't,
That
I told
Eevee
you I
might
get
get to 10.
You get me? If
Yeah.
they come back 9s, then I'd get to keep them for free. That was the bet. Go back to the message and look at the bet.
I might.
But that was the
We'll
bet.
see. We'll see.
Basically, if it comes back at 10, you're right. PSA sucks. Tag is better because Tag gave it a 9, but PSA gives it a 10, and we have direct proof if that happens. And I'll pay you for that 10, and you keep that 10. But if it comes back a 9, same fucking grade. How
Do I
can
gotta
we say
do both
Tag's
of them?
better?
Can I do just one
Hmm?
of them? Can I just do one of them? Just
Well,
the
if
Eevee?
you want, just do one. Yeah, we'll just do one. You don't have to send all 3.
Yeah.
But either way, it gives us direct scientific evidence to show, hey, over here in the Ding report, it said all this. Look at what PSA did. Think about it.
Yeah.
If PSA doesn't catch it, then we know. At that point, send all your shit to Tag to pre-grade. Get the Ding reports. Submit the shit that you know is going to get 10s through PSA and make easy money, baby.
Well, I was thinking about doing the inverse ladder, which is send what I think will black label first. What doesn't black label, I send to Tag, and then what that doesn't Tag 10, basically, I send to PSA.
But then you stand to lose a little bit extra that way. You lose 1 less grading fee if you just use Tag to basically tell you where you should send those cards. If Tag gives you a Ding report and it has 1,000 out of 1,000 points, send that bitch to Black Label because it's flawless and you have a report to show you.
I'm just gonna look at it like pristine 10s.
Because Beckett's going to take, I don't know how long. I think I've heard it's like 2 months, 2 to 3 months, depending on time. Then Tag is going to take another 30 days, and then PSA is going to take another 2 months. It's going to be the end of the year by the time I'm done with this process. So, I understand what I need to do. The perfect ones that I have to send to Beckett. The not as perfect but decently centered ones have to go to Tag, and then the other shitty garbage goes to PSA.
But then going back to that, you think they're perfect, but remember how I also brought up in my conversation, what if we only zoom in a certain amount and they zoom in well past it, so they're seeing damage that we cannot see? We think the card is perfect when we pre-grade. We don't see whitening. We don't see a dot. We don't see a micro scratch. But we're using a 10x zoom. They come out with a 40x zoom, and all of a sudden, nano scratches appear, baby.
But the idea is that if you send your perfect ones to Beckett, the other ones were never going to make it to Beckett anyway, so you might as well just send them to whichever one would accept them in a proper grade, or whatever grade you're looking for, you know? Like, my bias, perfect comment is just my bias. Like, I've checked the cards, and I know there's probably things that I missed, but these are just in general the ones
not
that
bad.
look better than the others. Let's put it that way. Not perfect, but better than the others.
But you yourself have said that you keep all the best cards for yourself, and you never send in the ones that you think are really tens because you keep those for your PC.
But
You have said in the past when Merc's like, why do you send not the best?
But it's because I wanted to get like a nice bulk of them before I send them all at once, which is dumb because I'm gonna end up having to pay all these damn upcharges.
But what I'm saying is, when you do that, you're grading with
Those look
PSA
good.
at that time. You were probably using the 40-60 standards, right? Because you knew if it's within,
All
you
of
were still
those
trying
look
to go
good and
50.
vibrant.
I was doing 50-50,
Yeah.
dude. See, what I did is that any of the cards that looked really well centered, I put in a spot for Beckett, and then any other ones that I know for a fact would PSA 10 because the centering was 50-50 and they had no damage, those are there. There was only one card that was a Lugia V Altart that was a little bit top heavy that I realized that's probably more towards the 60, 30, 55, 45. So I decided to send it in with my sub right now because that now fits into the criteria of not good enough.
I get you.
Well, that looks
Opinion.
good.
So it's a process, dude. And really, every time they change things, you have to reorganize yourself, reassess, and kind of learn the whole thing all over again. So it's a huge waste of time and money.
All right.
I
But
I have a
all right.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
It may be a bit off topic, but you mentioned it earlier. You were saying about if your tag gets 1,000, which has not happened. I don't know if you guys know
Well,
that
I
nobody
mentioned
scored 1,000. Yeah, you were saying talking about if your
Yeah.
tag gets 1,000, then you know it's a black label. But nobody tag. I saw a reel by them, one of their people the other day, and they said that nobody's ever had a card grade a perfect 1,000 out of 1,000 points. If that happens or when that happens, do you guys think it'll be worth the same as a black label or more? Since it hasn't been done before.
I feel like
Probably more.
if it's
how much people like
justified
tag.
and the pictures are there and the scaling is
Black
there
label's
as far as
justified?
like 50-50 on everything
Tags 1,000 justified
and you can see it, yeah, for sure.
because you can see it.
Yeah, I
There's
feel like
proof.
that's a little.
But
Black
Black
Label-
Label is more established.
But Black
Black
Label
Label is
is
established as the leader. It's the most expensive, right? PSA is the better
Well, it's-
one to go with
It's like
because
a
it's
what
the
if.
most liquid. But Black Label is the most expensive. You can't have a new company come out say we're just the same as you. Ours is perfect, so we say it's worth the Black Label.
Yeah,
I
but you
don't
can
see
see
it.
that.
Nope.
I mean,
And
Becky
people are
gives
paying
you-
more for tag 10s than PSA 10s in certain cards right now.
Doesn't Becky give you graders notes?
Like this card is worth more in a tag 10 than it is in a PSA 10 right now.
yeah.
Is it?
It's like
though?
$400.
Because
It's for
A bunch of
What?
stuff.
last time I was trying to figure out the price for the cards, and we couldn't figure out how to price out the tag cards because the market data wasn't there. Remember? So that's why I'm saying, is it
ZNG Emporium on Instagram. He compares them a couple times, I think, and then Fine Card might have a few too.
what's the frequency on the sales, and what is the population on the card? Because are we sure it's not being transferred hands over and over to artificially grow its price right now? Because
Yeah, it could be.
tag is new, right? And it's supposed to have fairly low populations. You're telling me
It
somebody
could
bought
be.
a cart and sold it, and then somebody else sold it, and somebody else sold it, and every time it sold, it made money for those people?
That's I
You're
never
saying
got
they're
there.
manipulating the slabs because they're so low pop right now?
It's possible.
Yeah, I see that, but I also see
People got to know that there's
the
more
other
pops
side
coming.
of the coin is that I see a lot of people paying a premium because they think these are low pops and they're gonna be low pops just because they're not. They haven't been in the hobby that long, you know.
Tag 10.
Yeah. Because I say
Tag.
compare the sales data for both.
I thought I
If
was
there's
gonna
only
search within a
10
store.
tag sales, but there's like 300 PSA sales, you get me?
Yeah.
So
Dude, we need to look up tag prices. I think either Greeny needs to start showing this off on Sundays, or somebody needs to start making their own little videos
350
about this stuff.
for Rights Unite.
I'd be
I don't know
willing
what
to do this
Do
too.
what?
Market watch.
Yeah, I don't know the prices.
It's
to
so
compare.
time
FOMO's
consuming.
gonna start a channel.
Yeah,
Bro, hell no, I can't do that.
I've got one of these out right now.
I have no time.
That's gonna be.
Let me
pretty
see if
pretty
I can
good too.
find.
They were shorts, bro. I could. There's a way that this could happen, where like you just post tag prices on Instagram. That would do well because there's not a lot of them. It's not saturated all over Instagram.
Yeah, but do you see my problem with giving something a price when it's hard to prove what its price is really supposed to be at?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I understand what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
So
bring up a good point.
I feel
I'm
much
sure
more
Shuggen-
comfortable with the black label Beckett on that card than the tag 1000 point because of that fact.
Yeah, I've been
Be-
there before. I've graded certain cards that are weird pops, like, but these are like vintage cards, and then I end up listing them on eBay, and there's not a single copy listed on eBay, and I'm just stuck with this thing. Like, how do I price this? And then you go to
Yep.
the research, and there isn't price history for the last like 4 years, and you're like,
So-
wow, now I really don't know how to price this, you know?
Check
So
it out.
you-
I'm in that boat right now with that Red Ranger card I'm getting back. That stamped Red Ranger. If it's an 8, it's going to be the only 8 in the world because I believe there was no 8s before. If it's a 9, there's another 9. And if it's a 10, it's the only 10 in the world for the entire series out of all their cards combined.
It's very cool.
How do you put a price on that? And it's a set that's 30 years old.
Like that silver Lugia Tops card, there's no PSA 10, and the PSA 9 sells for like $30,000. It's absolutely morbid. But
So
I mean,
when a PSA 10 comes around, right? What is
Yeah.
it worth? Like, how do you put a
That's the
value? Is it
point.
Does he
10x?
have his helmet on?
yeah, and how can you
He has
how
his
can you
helmet
be
on.
confident with your answer?
It's the 1994 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Series 2 hobby set gold foil stamped bio card for the Red Ranger.
That's
Look
gonna
at
be
it
on
as
the slab itself.
F-1. F-1. It's the F1 card. That's the easiest way to look it up. And its PSA report is up. But I don't have the card in hand yet. I still have to receive it.
Oh,
I just read chat. I wasn't on chat for a while, but Lady Luck said, "Baze, you're gonna give him a stroke."
I was just talking about
Lady
the-
Luck, I'm sorry for that.
That's funny. And then AMPM said, "All grading companies fucking suck."
They do. But
That's why I got
Tag's
fucked
trying.
up with
Yeah.
that criticize.
I'll give Tag some credit. They're trying
This
their
one, base?
hardest, and people are
that one.
Yeah.
playing the crap out of them. Oh, that is so cool.
So that one. So now look at all sales that you can find for that card, and I believe you're only gonna find raw sales ever. I don't think there's ever been
Yeah,
a
that's
graded
pretty
card
sick.
sold for it.
So are you gonna sell it though, or are you gonna keep it?
No, that's gonna be a giveaway on my channel. I hit 1,000 subs.
120.
Oh, you're
giving
gonna give it
a
away?
fucking Grail.
For the set?
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it away.
Why don't you check?
I have another copy that's raw for me. I have the Red Ranger and Pink Ranger raw. I need all 5 together to send in to get consecutive grades. That's my goal. So that's why I'm giving away this extra Red Ranger. He's an extra copy. I pulled him twice.
Have you
Yeah, there's
checked
not very many on
auction-
there.
Auction companies to see if they sold the PSA 9 version of this card. It's possible.
I have not.
That's
have not checked.
tricky. Because it seems like this card, the PSA 9 version of this card, it seems like it wasn't sold on the secondary market. It probably was, but through an auction company. So they would know. It would probably give you a better estimate of what the card's worth.
Ooh, that's cool.
So you get an idea.
I wonder if TCG Fish would have it.
So you get an
Probably
idea.
not.
There's a Green Ranger
Still
card.
works. Hold on, sorry, bro. TCG Fish still works?
Last time I haven't checked in a while. Oh, I have to sign in. Let me sign in.
Okay, that thing stopped working on me last year. Sorry, dude, I interrupted you.
So what I was saying was there's a Green Ranger card that's part of the main set. I got the subset, the hardest set, right? That's that gold stamped. For the gold stamped subset, there's no Green Ranger. It just has the 5 regular Rangers. The Green Ranger is in the main set. In the main set, you have every card non-hollow, and then every card as a hollow. So for the Green Ranger in the main set, his hollow version, a PSA 9, sold for $500.
Very nice.
So now I have the Red
one.
Ranger from the hardest subset with the gold stem. You're telling me he's not going to be worth with at least a good sized portion of the Green Ranger sale?
You need to sell it and then
Should be
buy
more.
the
It
whole
just
lot.
depends on when the
and then
sale
do it
happened,
again.
because if they were in a bull market
And
for
just keep
Power
doing it.
Rangers, then it could skew the number.
Yeah. What did you say, Mark?
I said I would like, I don't know. I'd use it and then buy the whole lot of the full Ranger cast and then
Doesn't work.
grade those and recycle them, I guess. Till I get my sequential little Power Ranger set, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be pretty cool.
It doesn't look like it's pulling data from past 2024.
Yeah, I stopped using it because, December 2024, right?
Yeah, I think the November December time it stopped, but you can still look it up. Yeah, with nothing new.
Yeah, and I used to like that because it gave old data, so when we were in a boom, it was still giving me pre-boom prices.
What are you guys
And
looking
then
for?
when the boom was over, it was giving me boom prices. So because it was so inaccurate, I stopped using it. But I liked
Yeah.
the fact that it gave me older pricing like that.
I don't think it has Power Rangers on it either. I was gonna see if it had Power Rangers, but it doesn't.
Dude, like, it's hard to find the data on some of the other TCG sets if you don't find the sales data through eBay. That's what I am seeing. In some other TCG sets, all it is like private sales sometimes, dude. And it's literally what someone is just willing to pay when they're looking for a specific card on the market.
Yeah, it could sit there forever, and then one buyer will come like through in a year and pay whatever you're
Yep.
asking.
Yep. But I mean, I'm not really ever like into like buying a bunch of shit and selling a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like I kind of hold on to my shit for like a long time.
Yeah.
In the past, I haven't had issues with finding like ways to get rid of stuff because there's always vendors that want to buy shit, like especially at Frankensons and stuff. But I've never tried selling those Power Ranger cards. I've just gone to buy the boxes from there because I got a guy for that.
What was that card called again? I'm gonna see if Price Charting has it.
F1.
The Power Ranger one?
F1
Yes.
Red Ranger. Type that.
F1 Red Ranger. Is it Tops?
No, it's Card Collect.
Here.
Ooh.
That's a sweet card, bro.
Yeah, this thing's sick.
Wish it got texture.
Off center, but it's cool. Oh, dude, this card with texture would be nuts.
Yeah, all that line.
No, I
work.
can't find that.
Oh, look at PSA. PSA will tell you if there was sales for that card through its population report.
That thing sucks
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
though.
Collector doesn't have.
I found at least for like top sun cards, which are not very high pop either. I've tried using that, and it's like old data or like I don't know how far back it goes either, but
How do you price out cards like that? Actually, you're the perfect person to ask because you're Top Son Daddy, right?
I'm almost I'm pretty sure that I'm setting like market highs for certain cards. Not saying like I
Oh,
have tons of
shit.
them. I'm just like I'm the only one willing to spend like a couple thousand on a certain Top Sun Hollow card.
It's not awesome.
Oh, shit.
It'll be sitting. There's like a card there that's sitting there, like it's the Articuno and a 9.5 BGS, the gold label, and it's been sitting on Yahoo auctions for like $900 for a while, and
Damn.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy it. I'm waiting for my wife to give me the blessing.
Yeah. The account.
Yeah, I
Call
got
mine
you.
the accountant. That's my.
But
accountant.
yeah, there's cards that sit there forever, and then I'm usually the one that ends up buying them. So yeah, I mean, I try to do my best to look for historical data, but like I think I run into the same situation like you do with the Red Rangers the situation, and like there's not very many sales for these cards sometimes.
Mm-mm.
And then there's just like it's just the same situation almost. Maybe yours is probably actually more difficult because it's not Pokemon.
Yeah, but did you know there's a new Power Rangers live action series in the making for Disney
I
Plus right now?
heard.
So
I
they're
heard.
coming
I haven't
back.
seen anything. Is there a trailer?
No, it's currently in production.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're not gonna have anything wrapped up for like a little while.
Is it?
But
You have that card, right, Mert?
excited.
I
That
have
fairy?
the
Yeah.
Yeah,
first
that one.
anniversary stamped fairy, homie.
Oh, okay.
Big difference.
Did you send me a
Big
copy of that card, Merc?
I might have sent you this one.
Like the regular one, right?
Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe.
Because I know in that box you sent me there was a bunch of goodies in there, and I think there was. This is Otherverse, right?
Shadowverse.
Oh,
Even deeper.
I did the
than
same thing
Otherverse.
last time.
I pulled this. Yeah.
oh yeah, that dragon one, that water dragon.
Yeah, this is the leader, like leader cards. So they're a little bit thicker than the average.
A worm is a dragon, right? When it has WYRM.
There he is. $30 for this card. And that's a regular. What? Say what? So what?
A worm, WYRM, means dragon, right?
A whip, like a wyvern, wyvern.
WYRM.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like that
a
card, it
wyvern,
has the name
wyvern.
worm in it.
Let me see if I can.
WYRM.
How do I stop watching?
Oh,
There we
I don't know. I'm guessing so.
go.
So how do you price cards like those out? Like that's a different TCG set. Like, is it just eBay sales as well?
For these cards? Should
Yeah.
Yeah, eBay sales basically.
Like, how would you guys go?
It's got it's on TCG player.
Oh, okay. So then that one does have like a market price that you could look up through an app.
Yeah. Through the website at least, TCG player.
And it's funny because TCG player is owned by eBay, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they bought it. Yeah, I think a year or so ago.
What'd you say, FOMO?
So in reality, eBay sets the price on TCG player.
We do.
What do you mean eBay sets the price on TCG Player?
Well, I'm saying if eBay owns it, when it first starts setting out like a card that doesn't have sales data, right?
Well, they're separate. There's individual sellers.
They're different platforms still, right?
See, the only thing
eBay
is for a
itself
card
doesn't set a price.
wouldn't you guys want to auction that off if it was a card like that? And wouldn't you want to auction it off like with a auction company? If it's
Yeah, but
something
he's
that
just
old?
he's not selling it though. He said because I was gonna say the same thing, but he's just giving it away.
I would.
But
want
just to
auction
know
it,
how much
and
it's
if I
worth,
get
right?
I wanna hit an auction.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're
but it's a
giving away
good
what?
question. Like potentially, what would you do with a card like that if
The
you were, if
PSA.
you were planning on selling it?
The Power Ranger?
Yeah, what would
Why
you
wanna
guys
give
do?
away the Power Ranger?
Well, give me a second.
Channel.
I'm finishing a dab.
We got two things going on. I would auction. I'm with FOMO. I think I would if it was like a card that doesn't have any sales data.
Alright.
If it has, I would do like something with Z and G, probably something that has more visibility too. Because me putting it up on my eBay is not gonna probably have as much I don't
check
know.
it out. Check it out.
eyes on it. But
Promote it 50%.
I'm
They
answering the
take all
first
your
question.
money.
yeah,
Why? And well, first question is, if I were to sell it, what would I do? I would auction it, and I want to auction it. I want to get all 5 of them consecutively graded, and I want all of them to be 10s, so I can literally auction it and buy a house. You get me? It's the dream, the pipe dream, right? It doesn't exist. It's never been out. Set's over 30 years old. If I have all 5 and they're in 10s out of nowhere, and if I go to
A tag
auction and some
1000.
crazy rich guy wants it, I want a fucking house. That's the dream.
First
I
tag.
don't
You'd have
think
to
that's
sell
gonna
it to an
happen.
actual Power Ranger.
I'll get it signed. Yeah,
Which I'd be down, but I mean, beyond that, I don't think that's gonna happen. What's probably gonna happen? I'm gonna get all 5 of them eventually because I got 2. I still need 3 of them, right? I'm gonna send all of them to get graded. I will be the only person in the world that has all 5 consecutively graded. Even if they're not 10s, I will have the whole 5 set consecutively graded. At that point, I could see about sending them to auction, and I would have a price in mind by then. I would do a lot of research, and I would not sell them at auction unless they hit that floor.
How many boxes?
Does that
have
make
you
sense?
Set the floor.
yeah.
You can ask them to set a floor price if you want.
Yeah, and that's what I would want to do. If it doesn't auction, it doesn't sell, fuck it, so be it. However, there is a big Power Ranger community with a lot of people my age that have the nostalgia, and a lot of them have big boy jobs. And if one of them happens to be a doctor, he might be like, fuck it, go get yourself a car for 10 grand. I'll get all 5 of these cards. You know, they never have ever existed in the whole 30 years that they've been out in a consecutively graded set. Someone else could beat me to it. Someone else can just grade them tomorrow. Beat me to
Yeah,
it. They
I
have the
agree.
first consecutive graded set.
Well, you saw
It's
that.
possible.
You saw that
I
list.
definitely agree with you. The last doctor I went to see just was super into any Dragon Ball figurines. So I know 100% there are
Yeah.
people out there that are
So
collecting
Let's look
Rangers.
up,
and I'm
what's
not
the
trying to
new
rip
One
anyone
Piece
off.
set?
I'm not trying to go to a dude and say, don't pay your fucking bills. Don't feed your family. No. I want some crazy, rich, dumb dude. And what I mean dumb with his money where he doesn't give a fuck. I want some guy like Mr. Beast who's just like, 10 grand? All right, here you go, homie. Thanks.
Mhm.
I'll get these cards. And then he'll show them off and just give them away to somebody. I want some guy who just doesn't give a fuck to be like, all right, that's your grail. That's what you want. Here you go. That's the dream. Now, going back to part 2 of the question, why am I giving this card away? Because this specific card, right? When I got the Cool Trainer Ryan raid, the Cool Trainer Ryan raid back in July, I
Yeah.
basically at that point in time got the biggest ever like monetary donation to the channel after I had shown off a Power Rangers box that I had sealed, and everybody got hyped and shit. Some dude sent me a donation, and he basically said, so I can get like another box and open it, because I told him I was not going to open that box at that time. And I was like, all right. I went and got the other box, so I started opening packs on the channel for like raids and shit. I literally pulled that Red Ranger card on the channel, and again, it was through a donation that I received. So I felt like, okay, I already have this Red Ranger card. The one I have looks low key like a little bit better of a copy. So I was like, I'm just going to give this away rather than sell it to try to keep money, or rather than sell it to get another box. At that point in time on the stream, I said, if we hit 1,000 subs, boom, I'm going to have this as my big giveaway. And pretty much that's been it ever since. Like I got to stick to my word. You get me?
Yeah, that's your big giveaway.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know what it's going to grade. I think it's either going to be an 8 or a 9. I'm being
Still
straight up.
Red Ranger in
But
mint condition.
if it comes back as a 10, I'll still give it away. And it'll be the only 10 in the world.
Damn.
Because I already said I'm going to give it away. I would be a
Yeah.
fucking liar if I don't. You know what I mean? And I'm not
Yeah.
going to do it to be greedy or whatever. If it comes back a 10, guess what? The one I have is probably a 10 as well, because I think it's a better copy. So I'm not going to lose. I'll have
Nice.
another 10. Yeah. But I want 5 consecutive graded ones. I want all 5 Rangers. And I need the Blue Ranger, the Black Ranger, and the Yellow Ranger. Those are the only 3 I need. I have another box sealed, which means I have an opportunity at one of them. But you only get one of those stamped cards every 2 booster boxes. So there's a possibility I won't pull one.
How much are those boxes?
Um, it honestly varies because they're from 1994, so everything is like a private sale. My
100 bucks?
guy at
200?
Frankincense, he usually has them up. I think they're like 140 or 160 that he has them up for. I get them for a little less than that, but I'm still paying like over 100. But I
Are
get
there a
them for
lot of
little
them
less
though
than
too?
whatever he
Like they're
posts
not
up.
like scarce? Or are they?
They are scarce.
Oh really?
But Kristen
If they're
Marie
that
has
old.
found them on eBay for like 60, 80 bucks sealed.
That's a
good.
play.
And guess what? The Blue Ranger never existed in grading. It barely got graded this year, and she got the first one, and somebody else graded it after. She got an 8 on the Blue Ranger, so she has the highest grade. But it took 30 years for people to grade the Blue Ranger, and she was the first one to get it. And it
Were
was off
people
one
grading
of
them,
those boxes
though?
she got from eBay.
I found a pop one, none higher on the listing. None higher. It's the Green Ranger.
That's from the
Oh.
that's from the regular set.
See the pop one, none
And
higher.
this is the retail set. It's not the hobby set. You see how it says RET next to the 122?
Yeah,
Mine
it's
are the
retail.
hobby set. There's retail, there's a Walmart set, and there's a hobby set. There's 3 sets for the same card set.
Are they different at all or not really?
They are.
They're
They
different
are.
sets.
Only the hobby
WR1,
set
Series
has the
1.
chase for those gold stamped cards. Only the hobby set has the chase I'm going after.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Very
It's only
cool.
$20. That's a steal.
No wonder
So-
there's a premium on those hobbyist boxes. Then I assume
There
the
we go.
retail boxes are a little
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you could find the retail boxes a little cheaper. They have less chases. There's different like sub variants for the or subsets, I should say.
Very interesting.
But
They even
let's see,
thought
scroll
of that
up.
back then.
Do what?
Scroll up, Merc.
Oh,
I want to see how you typed in the search on that one.
Oh, I was about to.
F1 Power Rangers PSA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me look up something off the
Typing.
wall real quick.
Ooh, Spawn.
Yeah. These are not
Spawn has a
cheap.
trading card game.
Yeah, but they're
Everything had a trading card game in the 90s, right?
Yeah,
the McFarlane
Yeah.
ones. Are
I
the
like
one you
that.
want.
I like old shit like this.
Inkworks.
Yeah,
I really do.
that's cool. You know,
Oh,
Gargoyles, the TV show, has a
Oh,
box.
yeah.
You can get boxes of that.
Have you rewatched that?
Oh,
It's pretty dark.
No, I haven't rewatched it, but I know they have boxes like up on eBay for it. I was gonna buy one.
used to
Those are
watch all
cool.
those in Spanish.
$100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those pack arts are cool. I would just
Yeah,
get those
I've seen
graded
those.
like that.
Yeah, honestly.
Trying to
Those are
find-
sick.
Let me take off booster box.
I'm gonna grade those metal Spider-Man cards. I'm gonna do the whole set, so I'll have a consecutively graded set.
That's cool. Those cards are cool.
Very.
I really like them.
I like that you know the population on them too of how much were made.
Medieval Spawn.
Hmm. That medieval Spawn looks sick, bro.
Jeez, Mark, you were tempting me with this One Piece stuff on the screen. I'm not even trying to look at that set yet. It's only been like 3 days.
I like that.
It's too inflated.
The pudding.
I'm not touching that set. The last time I did that, I ended up average costing a whole bunch of cards.
Give me the pudding card.
Oh, and then for that Red Ranger,
It's only like 2 something.
Cardboard Robot
No,
paid
it's
a
like
portion
50.
of the grading fees for that, right?
Hmm?
Cardboard Robot paid a portion of the grading fees for the Red Ranger as well. Because when I pulled it on stream, I believe he was there on stream. So I was talking about grading it. And since he does the PSA submissions, he's like, I'll help you out with that PSA submission. He's like, I'll pay a portion of your submission, bro. So like, yeah, he I think he got like half of the fees.
Is he expecting anything back?
Nope. He literally just wanted to do it because he was happy for the pool and he was there to like see it. He just wanted to do it for the channel because again, he knows I'm gonna give it away. But I am gonna tag him when I do the reveal. I'm gonna tag him in the video because he did help me out.
How are
with
you gonna
that.
do the giveaway?
It's well,
Like a
Uh,
comment
once we
picker or
hit the 1,000
something?
subscriber mark, we're gonna plan like a celebratory live stream event. I have 4 booster boxes we're gonna open. One of them is that same Power Rangers box. I have another that same box that I told you that I still have sealed. I still have it. I'm gonna do 1 English Pokemon box, 1 Yu-Gi-Oh box, 1 Lorcana box. I'm gonna give away the slab that I'm talking about, that Red Ranger one, 2 Green Ranger slabs that we also send in to get submitted, and 1 Group Ranger card. It has like all 5 of the Power Rangers in it. So those are the 4 big slabs I'm gonna give out. And we're also gonna give out like whatever like extra hits we get from the boxes that we open. And it's for the main giveaway portion. Like going up to that live stream event, there's gonna be like a little like a community post that I put out or whatever. And on it, I'll probably put a link to one of the shorts that I have, and they'll have to comment on there with like a code word. While we do the live stream, we'll use the random comment picker to go back to that short and pick somebody with that code word like live.
There you go.
Singapore removing plastic wrap. And then all the clickbait titles of Pokemon centers removing plastic wrap.
Why did
Well-
people think it's a new thing?
It is a thing because they do it here in the U.S. Remember, for Prismatic Evolutions, one of those online retailers was removing the plastic wrap for people if you got it at MSRP.
I think that was
Otherwise, you paid market price.
I think that was a private seller and people were pissed.
No, it was
Dude, at the Pokemon centers here though.
Well,
Yeah.
no, they don't do it at the Pokemon centers here yet. But
They do
they've
Here.
done it
that.
in Japan as well, right? Like
They've
it's
been
not
doing
like the
it
first
since
time they've done it.
151 released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it wasn't a thing here in the U.S.
do we
Maybe
feel
it was
about
in
these?
Europe, but it wasn't here
It,
in the U.S. So it's
Rattle
thrown
made a
everybody
video
off
about it.
guard.
Rattle made a video about it because it was here in the U.S. for one of those companies that's one of the biggest online sellers. Like everybody likes to go to it. I can't remember
Yeah.
its name though. It's not Tro and Toad. S something with a S.
No, I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
think Brian from Pokemon made a video too.
Yeah. So during Prismatic Evolutions,
drop.
yeah, they basically like cut the wrapper off of a bunch of people's products because they wanted it at MSRP.
Yeah. My wife went a couple months ago to the Pokemon Center, maybe a month ago, and she said they wouldn't even give her the box. Like they limited the packs per person to
What?
5, and I think it was 5 per person, but she had all 3 kids with her, and then her friend with her kids, and so she bought like 2 boxes worth or whatever. But they took the box. They didn't even give her the box. So they
Damn.
take the shrink wrap off. They take the box away, and they give you the packs loose. So they're
Did
they're
that
not.
with One Piece.
Did
One
they?
Piece, the exact same thing. Yeah, they would not give you the box, but they would give you the equivalent in packs.
All right.
But they came from a box.
There's
Yeah,
so much
you see him
drama
open the
going on with
box.
that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So 3 things.
I don't like it.
From a business standpoint, if that's how you're going to do it, it doesn't make sense because logistically speaking, you're shipping boxes, which is dead space and more weight for your shipment with less packs. So you get less profit out of the sale. If you just had nothing but like packs that were just like, let's say in a bag or something, because they're just giving you the packs loose anyways, it'd be a little bit more profitable for them and it'd make more sense. They're creating more waste because now it's a bunch of boxes that they have on site that's just useless trash, right? Because they got to open everything, give you the packs,
It's a good point.
throw
We
everything
should
away.
get the EPA involved.
Like, I'm just saying, like, that. I understand why they do it to combat the scalpers, but like, if it's somebody who does a rip and ship on a stream, all they need is the packs anyways, right? They're already selling them kind of marked up. They don't need the boxes to open on the stream. They could just have stacks and stacks of packs. So it
Exactly.
doesn't defeat the resale aspect of everything unless they made you open the packs right there and you just leave with fucking cards, unwrapped. You get me? But like, it's crazy. Like, I feel like it's kind of nuts. Like they're basically like, "Ooh, this is packaged nice and it looks pretty, but you only get these packs inside. You don't get anything else, and you're
So
paying full price."
It's just the
It's
in-person
crazy.
Pokemon Center too. So if you buy the boxes online, you get the shrink wrap and the box all together. It comes in the mail. So I don't know what the method is there or what they're thinking, but yeah, it's just the in-person Pokemon Center this happens at.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It is what it is though.
It just is
Are
a
you
major turnoff to people. So
I still buy them.
Literally, like a switch, it goes off, and everyone's like cock blocked. They don't want any of it. If they're
Well,
flipping,
Yeah.
it, at least.
online? How are you limited to just one box at a time when you buy online?
Depends. Depends on the
But in
set.
person,
Depends
you only
on
get
the person. Yeah, the Pokemon Center in person, they're like 5 packs per person or 2 packs for Terrestrial Festival when they have it. But
But online you
online,
get a box.
it depends on the set. Like I said, it could be a box, it could be 10 packs. It just depends on how much they have.
Oh, okay.
Or it could be 5 boxes you could get per person. But
Okay.
yeah.
And then those will be sent sealed, but not the ones in person when they limit
Yeah.
you in person. In person, they could limit you to one box sealed. And online, they're okay with giving you 5 sealed boxes to combat the scalping.
It depends. Like it depends on the set and like probably where I am
Yeah.
too. I don't know if my Pokemon Center is different than other Pokemon centers in mainland Japan or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. It is.
Yeah.
It's just weird how it's not like a straight across the board like the same.
Yeah. Like my train of thought, you understand it, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd. Like
But you will see people like at the Pokemon Center with because it's in the one here, it's in a mall, and there's like a Japanese post office on the second floor above it. So you'll see them go with their Pokemon boxes when they could get boxes up to the post office and send them off like immediately after purchasing them. And it would be like boxes, groups of people with like boxes and boxes.
My
And
box, go shit.
yeah, and I'm not gonna say, but they weren't Japanese people. They were just, you could tell they're people that probably didn't live here permanently, or maybe they did, but they were sending them somewhere else outside of Japan. It appeared. But yeah, so I think that's one of the reasons they stopped doing that, because people were just going upstairs to the post office, and there's probably pictures online you could find of it.
So people
Um,
just
but yeah, people were
I
pretty
have a
upset.
little conspiracy theory from Japan.
Hit the
Uh,
Doflamingo.
Flamingo.
this last One Piece first anniversary box it came with these like Japanese cards. All of a sudden, these ran out immediately from Premium Bandai, the website, and this had never happened before, so I thought it was a little bit weird. And then months later, the product finally releases, like half a year later, and I'm looking, and the only place you can get these boxes from is Japan. I don't know how that happened. I managed to get my 3 boxes because they put a limit of 3. So I got my 3 boxes. The rest you couldn't get in the United States. You couldn't find it on TCG Player for the first like 2 weeks until they shipped from Japan to the United States. The person had it in hand, and then you started seeing sales on TCG Player. And I think there was a buyout, I mean bots possibly, or it could that a whole bunch of Japanese people got into Premium Bandai USA and bought out some One Piece product, because that was some of the stuff that I wasn't able to get, and it was bought out almost at the same rate that those boxes from last year were bought out.
We can
Are
talk
those
about
boxes
that.
exclusive to One Piece? Like
Yes.
USA?
Yes.
English promo.
Oh yeah, they love, yeah, because Japan's bigger here, or One Piece is bigger in Japan than it is in America, and the exclusive One Piece
Yeah.
cards, like the PSA promos, those things go quick here. So I bet you somebody's doing some backwards arbitrage, sending stuff to
Absolutely.
Japan. Yeah, somebody's
And
making
I
it work.
called that. I thought they would do the same with this card. See, One Piece Day just happened, so they released a card specifically for One Piece Day. So you already know those are selling out very quickly.
And this is an
Yeah,
English
promos.
exclusive too, or no?
I think they have one in Japanese, but it's not a One Piece Day promo. I think the One Piece Day promo for Japan was different.
Oh, okay,
Check this out,
yeah,
guys.
that's cool.
I still have a stack of these. They were sent over by AMPM Pokemon. These were
Nice.
some of the Luffy cards that we were giving out. The Monkey D. Luffy.
Nice.
I need to catch back up on One Piece. I'm like at episode 800 or 700 and something. I can't remember.
I'm just gonna watch Don Flamingo.
Are you at Wano yet? Bro, you're getting to Wano. Wano's the
I think I'm
best.
at Wano. I can't
Wano's the
remember.
best.
It's been about a year since I've
What are-
watched it, but
What are these terms that you use? Are they like Dressrosa? Are those
now
like
you know how we
areas?
feel when you talk about Spirit. What is it? Was your
Shadowverse,
TCG called?
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Are they different areas?
Did that Nami. Grade the
Look at this
Nico.
Nami.
Bag of pepperonis to snack on all day. I don't know
Check.
what you're doing. Pro tip.
Oh, I have. Yeah, I have that. I have that one. Nice.
And
There's a winter card for that one that is about $95. So I assume the cheaper version should sell for like $40.
Oh, I don't have the stamped ones. You have you have the
this is the
stamped
stamped
ones.
super pre-release.
I have the Japanese art
What does that
versions of
mean?
those,
Like
which
a-
are worth nothing.
Like you'd have to
I
play.
looked it up. That one's 45 and a 10. 40
Yeah,
and
those are
40.
cool.
I like that
I used
one.
to flip the decks.
Here we go.
Super
Some
cool.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to get the Naruto
what are
promo
those?
where Hokage
Let's look
Naruto
at,
is like patting young Naruto on the swing. On the back, I want that card.
Dragon Ball.
Nice.
Yeah. 1 second.
That looks good.
You need me?
This one has crazy texture. And
What was
this
I looking up?
in
Of
Japanese.
Yippee.
I hope we
Flippy.
get a corresponding card to that. With the evolutions.
Like
in
with
it.
the evolutions,
Yeah.
it would be a lost opportunity if they don't do it, right?
For sure. Something. It just makes sense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a little bit of a Union Arena.
Oh,
Cards
let's
are
see what you got there.
Fairly cheap for some of these. Well, not this Nezuko.
I was looking into
This one
Union
is.
Arena
That looks
because
really
of
good.
Bleach. because Bleach is getting extremely hyped. And I'm wondering if maybe I should pick up some Ichigo Kurosaki cards.
I might have to pick this up.
So for Union Arena,
They're
there's
all-
been a bunch of different releases, right?
Yeah, it's different
different
animes.
IPs.
Each set is an anime.
Okay.
So
What animes have been showcased so far in it?
Oh, here we go.
Hunter x Hunter, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, Bleach,
I think that's it. And Demon
Code
Slayer.
Geass,
Oh,
Demon
Code
Slayer
Geass.
is coming out soon.
That'll be
There's
cool.
one more that I had.
This
What
is
the heck
in,
was it?
Demon Slayer.
Oh
One Punch Man.
no, the demons.
right here.
The demons with the fingers and the ugly villains. Jujutsu
What?
Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh.
I was like, what the
Jujutsu
fuck?
Kaisen.
You ugly fingers.
Like the fingers. I don't know.
Mm.
I watched the first and
Are you
second
looking at this?
season like a year ago.
Are you looking at the cards?
What is this?
Yeah, I'm looking at the card.
Okay.
You got it.
They got One
Yeah, I
Punch.
got the.
It's
What is
Japanese
that?
though. One Punch Man.
The
I
Chili
like that
Sucker.
anime.
Oh, they have One Punch Man.
Yeah,
Wait,
I've
what-
watched that.
what you
anime,
got?
One Punch Man.
What you
Read the
got?
manga. It's
The
alright.
Chili Sucker.
Oh, Azteca.
Love those.
So
Like,
good.
right
I
next
can't
to
open it though.
They have like spicy candy.
I'm
Nice.
about to buy a bunch of these Nezuko's.
I gotta get a bunch of
And
spicy
yes.
candy and send it to you guys.
I've been
The little
buying mine on
characters.
Amazon.
Yeah, send us the little barrels. What are those called? The little barrel
Which
candies.
ones?
Tamarindo.
Tamarino.
Tamarindo.
Yeah.
Ay, ay.
I hear
In
they
English,
Ay, ay.
tamarind, right?
tamarind.
Mhm.
They just started making a lot of candy here with chamoy and the
Mm.
tahin.
Tahin.
Yep.
It's so good. The Skittles with tahin.
Lo más
Yo.
Damn, that
especial
sounds
que he visto.
bomb.
It's
más
so good. They
espesito que
have
he
gummy
visto.
bears with tahin and chamoy.
Yeah. So all it is, it's spice. It's like spicy chili powder. That's
Mhm.
what tahini is. But it's not that spicy. It's more lemony than anything. So
Yeah.
it's like a right balance.
Yep.
And you add the hot sauce. Always add hot sauce.
Watermelon in the summer sliced up with some tahine or some tapatio. Oranges
Nice.
too.
Yeah, I'll do
That's
that. And lots of lemon. You know, watermelon soaks up lemon like crazy, bro, and it tastes so good.
I use
Mm.
I like broccoli and lemon.
Broccoli and
Salt
lemon.
and watermelon.
Sugar got the weirdest reaction.
Steamed broccoli with lemon juice.
You're making it worse.
No, dude. No. That's delicious.
I've heard
Like
of
broccoli
that. I
and
mean,
sugar.
with garlic and black pepper and salt. It tastes pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, because lemon is kind of like that.
It just gives it a little.
Thing that deters the
It's good.
flavor of the broccoli. So it kind of just gives it a different flavor.
What's it gonna hurt?
Huh.
It's just lemon juice. Just sprinkle. a little
Sounds
bit.
Lemon's
different.
good.
Just there.
Prevents the scurvy. I literally say that to my wife every time when we're out somewhere and I just grab a lemon wedge or a lime wedge and I just like suck on it. I'm like fighting the scurvy.
Give me something to look.
Can you
at.
guys explain that that what if video to me?
What if?
Which would
That
video?
Anon TCG or Anon TCG did?
What is he doing?
I didn't watch
That-
it. Is it recent?
It's a hellhound. Right there.
Assuming the position.
What is he doing? Royce.
What,
It's your dog.
bend over type shit?
What?
The,
Hook her up?
you guys watched it, right?
What if?
Well, which
The what if
Let me
video
see.
that Anon TCG did.
The
Let
one
me
with
see,
all
let
the
me- Like fi-
questions?
It was like, what if Pokemon is just operating the way they've like
Yes.
planned
Yeah.
to, and they're not
It's like
adjusting to
a weird
everything, and what if
conspiracy video.
it was just
No.
like a bunch of what ifs.
What if they're
It
tuned
touched
into
on
the
what we
secondary
talked
market?
about.
Did you guys
It
talk about
said,
this
what
already?
if-
The shell companies.
It said, what if... No. The video he's talking about is the one that said, what if they're doing this on purpose? What if this whole craze and hype and demand, they know what they're doing? Initially, they planned like 3 years ahead for what they were going to do now because they're not thinking, oh, what's our short-term goal? They're thinking like in 10 years, what are we doing? Like they had a long plan. So that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. He had a lot of
Like,
what if
they've been
questions in
playing the
there, but
long plan. Yeah, and that they've been playing the long plan for like, I mean,
Yeah.
ever since they started, and their goal was never like what the people wanted in the nearer circumstance, short period of 1 to 2 years. They were thinking way ahead, like 10 to 15 years later. And when you think about it, all these cycles are extremely repetitive and very similar to each other. This all it makes sense.
It makes
Yeah, I mean,
sense. Also, think about this. He mentioned how COVID is what happened. That was that catalyst that set off the market kind of weird, right? That is something Pokemon did not control. They did not foresee. They could not plan. So that's what disrupted their plan initially. And that's why things didn't go how they were supposed to go and aren't as smooth, right? Because they could have planned, we're going to need this for this demand. But then COVID happened, everybody got shut in. They had all this excess money, they couldn't spend it on anything else. They flooded to Pokemon. The hype was crazy. There was not enough stock to meet the demand because they were thinking on normal market conditions, this will meet demand. But now in these extraordinary market conditions, it didn't meet demand. And ever since then, we've been playing catch up
do you think
because there are a lot of industries that never caught up, right? After COVID hit.
they plan
A lot
out
of
the
them
new
were new
rarities and stuff? Like they know all this. I wonder how far ahead they are. Like
It,
they knew the rainbow borders were coming, or they knew the like just the different changes they've had. I wonder how
I'm
far
sure they have a
ahead
bag of
that they
tricks
know.
like waiting.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
At least like prototypes of like, okay, we could do these things in the next, and they have it like set up to where like, oh, this would do great in the future. This would do great. Maybe they don't know when they're gonna do it, but
I wonder why they recycled
maybe they don't
Mega.
know. Maybe they don't know when they're gonna do it because they are just seeing if this recycling process, they're trying to milk it for as long as they can. Once that stops working and they see a shift, not like one that we have right now, but a shift where demand is getting lower and lower and lower, and they have to mix things up a little bit. That's when they'll pull out their bag of tricks.
but if you think about it, when they recycle things over and over,
Is this the first time they
it's
did that?
also.
Like when's the
What do
last?
you mean?
you're talking about the megas?
Yeah, like we haven't.
No,
It's
the
always been
EXs. I mean,
that was Delta species. I guess the stellar. It's kind of similar. It changes the typings, but I don't know. Similar, but it's always been different. This is like straight up the same. I don't know. Just curious. Curious.
who knows? There may
times.
be a
Just
difference
straight
in
up
how it's
recycle.
played out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's see, is there anything you could relate Derek Rounds to?
Delta species.
Yeah, that
Crowns?
is what everybody was relating into. So, yeah, it's all being recycled, bro. In one way, shape, or form. Maybe the bag of
Didn't Dark
tricks is
Pokemon?
different.
Didn't Dark Pokemon 2 have like a gimmick in the game, the card game? Like they had some
they
kind
were
of,
weaker.
but they were a
Like what?
stronger attacker, like less HP with stronger
Yeah.
attacks or something.
Maybe.
In the first time Dark Pokemon came out, and they're gonna have Dark Pokemon again when this Rocket set comes out. Or no,
We're not
it's gonna be
getting any
not
more.
Dark Pokemon, it's
Yeah.
Rocket's Pokemon. Never mind.
It's a gym challenge.
Scratch that. Yeah.
Well, we had a dark Pokemon that came out in Sword and Shield, Dark Sylveon promo out of Celebrations box.
There was a Dark Sylveon.
Yeah, man.
There's a Dark Sylveon.
What?
I got
A
the
lot of people
box.
forget about it. That was Sword and Shield, so we already got it.
It's a
It
black,
was-
Did it
black
look like a
boy.
Dark Sylveon?
It's facing away
It was
from
the
you.
V.
I'll pull it up.
It was the Dark Sylveon V.
Yeah.
It's got more sass than normal Sylveons, let's put it that
Black
way.
borders are hard to grade. Dark Sylveon.
And that's why people said there's no trainers Pokemon. There was the Lance's Charizard that came out in that same Celebrations box. You had a trainers Pokemon and you had a dark Pokemon in the Celebration set.
Very undervalued. That
I agree.
These two
Charizard.
I like the cards because
Oh,
I like
that's
to collect
cool.
them all.
I mean, you can't really.
I don't think
tell.
I've ever seen this card.
I wish the.
It's pretty
Is it-
dope, right?
that
I
big
have a
exclusive?
jumbo and regular.
That's cool.
Should have made the eyes red or something. Something to give it like an aura. It's still cool though.
I still like it. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
It
I wish
does
the
look
25
mad, right?
stamp wasn't on there though.
Yeah, that's
These
stamp.
are the.
You can take it or leave it.
You've seen the boxes,
I
haven't you?
mean, About it this way, Shug.
I
People
don't
are
think
gonna
you've seen the
like it
box.
when the 30th anniversary
Can't
comes
type.
out.
There, that third one. Wait, there's the one that has two. It has Charizard and Sylveon.
Yeah.
That was the good one. That's the GameStop exclusive box.
Man, these are a good pickup. Not
Yeah,
the
2 packs of Evolving Skies.
boxes, but the promos, especially for the
That's not
30th.
bad.
You guys got me thinking.
Yeah.
At least the Dark
Especially
Sylveon's worth
Sylveon.
it, I'm sure.
Buy now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And bro, Lance's Charizard, everything right now is trainers Pokemon. Of course, that's gonna
Yeah.
go up once people
I
start
don't like that
noticing.
Lance though. That Lance is like kind of frowned upon because it's derpy.
Lance, I can take it or leave it.
But I think
do
it's kind of hard to
those
grade.
two picks are gradable. Have a good 10 rate. All right, what was that?
So I think the Lance.
But
one's-
we were talking about
What?
we were talking about something though before we got sidetracked by the dark Pokemon.
Sorry.
We were tackling
Gimmicks.
the whole. What was the subject we were tackling?
Back
Oh yeah.
tricks of
Yeah.
the recycle process.
Mhm.
And rarities.
The what?
They recycle
Gimmicks and
how-
rarities and stuff, and how Pokemon
recycling
recycles.
this stuff.
Yeah.
Recycling and how everything
Oh,
is
it
already
was-
projected for the next 10
Take
years.
these
Yeah.
pepperonis away. That's why he was acting weird,
So-
because I got a bag of pepperonis.
That's what it was. Since they project so far in advance, right? When people said Pokemon fucked up because they didn't print enough prismatic evolutions, the way they were going to print it, what that video was trying to say, from what I gathered, was, well, they were going based off of old data before the pandemic because they planned so far ahead in advance. We're going to come out with prismatic evolutions around this time. We're going to print about this much because we see that every so often we get this growth. So we could expect off of our customer base right here at this point in time, we're going to be at this percentage of growth. This is going to be the demand. This is what's going to be what we need to put out so it's successful, so people like it and people are happy with what it is. But then, pandemic hit and then the second spike hit. So obviously there's way more demand than whatever they projected several years ago for it.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me.
I think there's a balance too of sorry, I think there's like, I wonder how long this is all going to last, because a lot of it does seem like hype too, and maybe it's just my doubtful pessimistic mind, but like maybe Pokemon's like, okay, this is not going to last forever. We can't, even though people want these cards, we can't just open up the printers and print to demand like one for one, because maybe this won't be around forever or whatever, but or the demand won't be as high, and it's going to settle after the 30th anniversary for a while, for 10 years maybe, or something crazy. And maybe it still be popular, but not as like crazy as it is in the last 5 years.
Do you guys? Do you think they
don't
are printing a lot, but the distributors are like only giving a little and then sidestepping everyone?
Yes,
All right.
Like,
they're
Do you think-
is it?
artificially manipulating the market. Yeah.
Two things.
Do you think they're all doing that?
They-
And they only give a little bit of allocations so they can sell
Absolutely.
at market?
Absolutely.
Two things.
Especially here in the United States, absolutely.
Two things.
So
All
it
right.
could be
First
we really
off,
have
for the printing,
a lot.
right? For printing, right? Pokemon does not print this shit themselves, right? They use a third party to do the printing. I think it's like Millennium Printing Group or some shit like that. I might be wrong on the group, but it's a third party. That company prints for other TCG sets. How many TCG sets are going on right now? What is their demand on other TCG sets? Pokemon is not the sole customer for them. So if they're printing other shit at the same time as Pokemon, even if Pokemon has an increase in demand, they're limited in capacity to their staff, their buildings, their equipment. Not just that, AMPM Pokemon said something in one of his videos because he kind of has a little bit of knowledge when it comes to printing and stuff. There's also downtime that you have between the machines because you have to clean the printer heads, you have to align everything, you have to test things. All of that is stuff that people don't take into consideration. You can't just run a printer 24 hours continuously and keep it running for 7 days.
Yeah.
Out of that whole day, you're going to have downtime. And you're only able to print so much before you have to go and service the machine. And there's all these other things that go into it.
I just wonder.
So
I wonder what the difference would be of, like, if they are all really sidestepping the people they're supposed to be allocating. I wonder what the difference would be if MJ Holdings was supposed to be would actually stock the shelves rather than sell
I
online.
don't
How
think
much
they're
do you
holding
think
that
they're
much back.
holding?
The second
I don't
thing
think they're holding
I
that
was,
much back.
I was gonna get to that. I think as a normal company, they're gonna hold a percentage of whatever they purchase in stock as a reserve, and I think they're only gonna get rid of a bunch of it. But Merck touched on this earlier, the shell corporation thing. How many of those companies have other little companies that work for them that are selling at market prices? These companies are not stocking up the shelves, right? You're
Yeah,
telling me that they're not
would it
just
make a
giving all the
difference?
stock they have to those other companies,
Yeah.
which are still being bought out by the demand?
Do you think it'd make much of a difference though, since we're all seeing I mean, people are lining up as soon as it gets there, anyways. So, I don't know.
But people are lining up there, right? As soon as it gets there. If they fill up those shelves, let's say we're gonna use an example. Do not sue us. This is an example for artistic.
Nobody cares enough about.
Sue us.
Yeah.
All right,
Bring it.
fuck it. MJ
Go
Holdings,
get
motherfuckers.
some
MJ
lights.
Holdings, right? If MJ Holdings gave all their shit to Walmart at the price that they usually give their shit to Walmart, so Walmart can sell it at MSRP. MJ Holdings only makes so much. If they give all their shit to the other company and that company sells it for triple, it's a big fucking difference in profit that you're talking about, buddy.
Yeah.
A big fucking difference. Because if Walmart's selling us the ETBs at 55 or 60, they're probably buying that shit at like 35s or 40s. But MJ Holdings can instead sell that same fucking ETB for like 140.
Who's the scalper now?
That's the thing.
Are you
How
not
are they the
entertained?
scalper if they got the product directly from Pokemon? They control the product flow. It's either you get me. I see what you mean. How who's the scalper now? But the thing is, they're the ones who have the deal with Pokemon. Pokemon has a fucking contract with them, and they just go, "Here's all the shit. You're gonna sell it, right?" Pokemon doesn't go back and go, "Did you sell it? Did you sell it how you said you were supposed to sell it?" They just go, "Did you give me my money for the shit I gave you?"
Did you buy it from
And they
me?
go, "You want more
That's-
shit? Give me more money."
That's where it stops. Did you
And
buy it from me?
They keep
okay.
giving them more money.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
So
Yeah.
maybe there does need to be more supply then, if that's the case, because it seems like, I mean, it's a little different here. Like I think we talked about it last time. There's no distributors. Pokemon goes directly to the retailer, but it's the same thing still happening. Somebody else is getting that product, and we can't get product at retail. Like maybe a couple days it's in stores lately, but then it goes to these people that know they can make more money, and they have these backdoor relationships with whoever at the store that's supposed to sell it for retail. So it's like it's happening either way, whether or not Pokemon has a distributor relationship or they're distributing the stuff themselves.
Yeah.
But it's like maybe that does mean they need to put more product
Just-
and goes. I mean, I
Or-
don't know.
It
Obviously, there's
passes
enough
through
to
so
import.
many hands before it gets to.
This is the thing. If you can make money off of it, there will always be someone that's going to try to buy out, try to make a market, try to manipulate it, and try to control it because it will be their bread and butter.
Yeah.
The only way
Yeah.
to make this solved is if the cards are worthless and they ain't worth shit and nobody makes money and all of us just piss away our money and give Pokemon money knowing they ain't worth shit. A lot of us chase cards and there is holy grails and a lot of us do check values and value is something we consider sometimes when we buy certain sets. We don't want to spend $400 on a fucking set that is only worth $150. In the same hand, we don't want to spend $300 for a set that's worth like $200 if we can get a set that's worth $500 for the same price because of the potential value. No matter what, there's always a little bit of value attached to the Pokemon TCG sphere. And if there is, it will forever be something that is coveted, something that somebody wants and somebody will control and somebody will continue to profit and make money off of.
Let me grab
It's going to
some
be
stuff, but
impossible to
I have a
stop
question.
reselling her and all that if the cards are still valuable. If there's a new set that comes out and there's another card that comes out and it's popping off, even if all the scalpers left, they're going to come back. Why? There's money back in it again. The only time they're not here, when there's no money. If Pogo was the only set that was around and it was doing shitty, we wouldn't be dealing with scalpers. You know how we know? We went through that time. Remember when Pogo was everywhere and you couldn't get rid of it? But now, oh shit, Pogo's nice. You get me? Like, because it's not around anymore. So now there's a little bit of value because now it's something that you can't really get. And if you want it, you got to pay for it.
A term that I'm very
Yup.
familiar with from the last market correction is free tendies are over. And I need us to go back to those days where the free tendies are over because that was when the market was dead. That's when I could get my cards in a passive manner and I could get them graded and PSA wouldn't cabal the crap out of them.
Would you say it still wasn't that bad, even when the market was dead? I mean, maybe for
Bro, it was
stores.
wonderful when the market was dead.
But for
I didn't
like-
sell stuff for maybe a month, but still it sold.
All right.
Eventually. That's not
All right.
really the problem of the issue.
Wait,
You can still make money in a bear market, but when cards drop to $1, that's trickier.
but check it out. You just kind of said something though. All right, you wouldn't sell cards sometimes for a month. So that means in that shitty market, let's say you have $1,000 to invest. You invest it. You need to make money off of that to get more cards to continue going, baby. But for a month, you didn't. In that example, just an example, we're not using real dollars, but just bear with me here.
That happened to me
All right.
several times.
So if that happens, you can't make other purchases. You can't continue rotating this money into the market. Nowadays, right? If you put $1,000 into it, with it being so lucrative and with all these price spikes going on, stuff is more liquid. You buy stuff and you hold it less time and you sell it at a profit. And now you have more money. You go back into the market and you repeat the process and you continue to expand and grow and grow. Pokemon likes that shit. You know why? More sales, more frequency, more volume, more hype, more demand.
sure, yeah,
More of a reason for them to empty the shelves.
yeah.
Think about that.
What would be a good box price that you would pay for a new set that would
I-
just release?
I always paid MSRP for the most part. The
So,
only
like
times I get shit cheaper
170?
is if I would go to like Frankincense to buy shit like back in the day when Frankincense was cheaper. Right now, Frankincense is not cheaper. Right now, it's cheaper if I go to Pokemon Center vending machines and they're stocked. I can get a Surging Sparks booster box for $161.95 from the Pokemon Center vending machine. But it's going to cost me $280 at Frankincense or $270. So right now, the vending machines are my best bet. They're all over LA County. They're like all over. I have a shit ton of them near me. They're always like sold out all the time. It's literally just a luck thing. So I don't go around like scouting them all to try to like find out where shit is. But if I'm going to the store, you best believe that I'm just gonna stop by real quick and check them. And if there's something available, I'll get the stuff I need for my channel, and it won't cost me an arm and a leg. But I've always been the type that just I'm gonna go to Target and I'm gonna go to GameStop. You know why? I used to price match. I used to go to Target, price match Amazon, and I'd get shit for the price that it's going on TCG Player off the shelves at Target. But I see what it is right then and there. That's when Target always had stock. You could price match at Target. I'd go to GameStop and I would make GameStop price match Amazon prices, and they would price match Target prices. I would use all the retailers against them, and I would go to all the retailers and see their MSRP stuff, and I would price match whoever has a sale going on that week. And that's what I always did for the longest. So I'm used to seeing it as MSRP for a box, a collection box is usually $20 for 4 packs. MSRP for a tin that has 3 packs is like 12 to 15 bucks, depending on what it is. That's what I see it as what it's worth. If I get a booster box, I expect it to be 160 to 180 bucks, more or less, depending on the taxes. And if I go to Frankincense, I used to love picking up booster boxes for 120 bucks, 140 bucks. And that's the nicer booster boxes because the shittier ones were below 100. So those are the prices that I see as worth it. You get me? Right now, it is hard to get those prices, and my best bet, Pokemon Center vending machines, because I won't find shit on the shelves most of the time at the retail stores. And Frankincense is charging you damn near market price. I only get stuff like 10 to 15% below market price. If something's 280 bucks, I might get it for 260. It's not that big of a savings. I'm not
Henry
buying
Daddy's in the chat.
enough for that.
What's up, dude?
Yo, Henry Daddy, how's it going, buddy? How's it going, man? Dude, thank you so much for the boxes, dude. I opened up the mail. One of them has a Gundam promo, bro. That's the one I'm gonna go crazy
right,
for,
you.
Henry. The Gundam promo. So check it out. So this one's Aquatic Invaders. This one is Dawn of History. Let me hold on to it. And this one's the one with the
Best
Gundam
Vile
promo.
Plume card
This
right
one
there.
is False Gods. Super excited for that Gundam card in it.
So is
So
the whole
cool.
box Gundam, or does it just have a random Gundam promo?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. I think only the promo card is Gundam. I don't think the whole box is Gundam.
That's so weird.
Battle
Yeah.
Spirits
It's
Saga
different.
False Gods. That's what it's called. If you guys want to look it up. This one's
I can't get it. I
this is
can't
set
afford
number
another
one,
hobby.
set number 2, and set number 3. That's crazy. Set 1, 2, and 3. That's
You guys
dope.
do it in order.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm gonna put them in order. The Gundam one
Which
is
one
set number
should?
2.
Hang on.
What's that?
Which one?
Which one? What?
So he said
Oh,
is
which?
Battle
Oh, Dark
Spirit
Vile
Saga
Plume.
Gundam
Dark.
set. It is a Gundam set.
Yeah, I like Dark
It
Vile
is a
Plume.
Gundam set.
That's very interesting. So they made what's it called? A lab? Battle Spirit Saga, I guess.
Yeah, Battle Spirits Saga False Gods is this box right here.
I feel like Bays right now doing card openings.
I love it.
Hey,
Oh,
there
you
it
got
is.
it.
I'd grade
close.
that.
That's dope.
This is the caliber of the quality of cards I'm grading these days. Only the
Japanese
primes
EXs.
for
the
my
last of
buyers.
the favorites.
Only the premium.
These
Well,
two.
it's funny because in the bear market, I was grading basic EXs from XY, and now I see myself grading basic EXs from Scarlet and Violet, and that works perfectly fine.
Really? Oh, English though, right?
English,
Henry
yeah.
Daddy.
Oh, okay.
Henry Daddy said he got Astral Radiance flashback almost weekly because on Danny Phantom's channel, he's chasing the Starmie V trainer gallery out of Astral Radiance. It's almost weekly for his pack breaks that
That's
he's
crazy.
chasing that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Card. Jeez, Mark, you have nice cards, bro.
I know, right?
Very
Just
nice.
chilling. Get those. Are they gradable or what?
They're all going.
Wait,
That's,
are
a
these
little bit.
Japanese?
But they're pretty
Henry,
clean
are
for
the
what they
boxes
are.
Japanese? I thought they were gonna be English.
That one's a little
The
weak.
text looked English. On the back.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks
I think
English.
he's. Yeah, I'm sure it's English.
Because he says, is Battle Spirit Saga by Gundam set? Unfortunately, not enough to save for the English IP.
Let's check the.
Japanese is Battle Spirits, and this one says Battle Spirits. You see how there's an S at the end?
Huh.
Checking.
No, he said these are English because Battle Spirits Saga. Okay, never mind. I misunderstood it. I got all. Yeah, that's my bad. Blame the Blinkies.
Henry, I
or
wouldn't.
the
I wouldn't
Dabbies.
mind having one of these. I'm just saying. Just kidding. I wanted to check the box prices. Why are these so? Oh,
Let's
okay,
see.
Japanese version.
Yeah, the Japanese version is still ongoing. The English version is the one that just got like ended, like literally in March.
There's these new white boxes. This
That's
is
cool.
the English, but they come with a couple
Ooh.
promos.
That's cool.
I read someone saying their pre-order to BSS02 opened the booster box, take the Gundam promo, and walked out, leaving the booster box. Yeah, I'm excited as
Go
shit
guys.
for the Gundam promo.
Daily deals.
The Gundam promo is mine, Henry's. I'm not giving that one away.
Crocs.
Whoa, what happened with OP11?
Wait, what?
Oh,
Well, you
Is
got
he going
me.
cray cray?
After you showed us the new One Piece set, I started getting
You've been.
curious. So I started looking at the chart of the booster box, and someone did a buyout, and it went all the way to 160 from 100, and now it's just crashing down. You guys, that's
Uh-oh.
for the new set. It's a fairly, I would say, C rank set. The one thing it has going on for it is that it has very playable cards, but it's on the lower tier set for upcoming sets, but very playable. The cards inside will do very well.
how much is OP08 supposed to go for?
Right now, about $90.
Okay, so it's not cheap at Frankincense. It's anywhere from 80 to 100. It depends on the vendor you go to.
What's
I was
80 is
actually
I've seen.
I was considering buying a few of those because they're so cheap compared to all the other booster boxes because all the other booster boxes are running you at least under $50 at this point.
Okay.
That's honestly a good play because those tend to follow suit, and that's not a bad set. It's just not
Well,
as
you're gonna buy to open?
Huh?
Buy to open or hold or to like sell?
the one, I would say, because there's cards in there that'll definitely make your money back, especially at a
Uh,
price point of $90. If you get
Okay.
2 big hits per box, uh, you can make it work.
Okay.
What I always say is wait a year and see what happens, and then decide whether you want to open it or not. Because you can, a year time wise, you can tell whether or not you want to open it or you want to sell it.
So,
Okay.
So
Well,
OPO8
if
got down to 70 for the cheapest price.
ooh,
Yeah, it was very cheap and it was super
Is
undesirable.
that the two tails or whatever it's called?
That is the.
Or is that 9?
You're right.
okay.
I can look it up.
Well, if iFOMO, if you want to make a play with those boxes, I mean, just shoot me a DM.
Two legends.
We can get you some of those boxes, those OPO8 boxes down the road.
I'll let you know for sure.
Yeah, because
As soon as I get my next PSA submission back, that's when I'll have extra funds.
What do you
for
want to
that.
look at?
yeah,
For
because
sure.
basically almost anything you need, I can get my hands on. It's just not everything is worth buying from there, but some of the things are. That's why I asked you about the OPO8. Because I thought about getting a one piece box and I saw OPO8 and OPO9 as the options, but I didn't know what the fuck was in either box. So I didn't buy one.
PO9 is your best bet. That's the one that I have a case of. Right
How much
here.
is that one supposed to be? I think it was
Right
Two
now?
legends
probably like
booster
110,
box is
120.
$40. Oh,
See,
never
I
mind.
bought it at 110,
Mhm.
120 with tax. Now it's running for about 165.
Okay. It's a little more
So,
up there, huh?
so about 3 months, it's gone up about 50%.
Okay.
So I have
Yeah.
very high hopes for that set. I'm very happy
And
that with my case.
any
Tomatoma.
of the stuff you buy from Frankinson's won't have any tax, because it'll be a cash sale, so they don't charge taxes on those cash sales. If you do like a Venmo or like a payment app or something, some of the dudes will charge you taxes, and some of them will charge you like a card processing fee on top of it.
Yeah, I think it's like 3%.
Yeah, yeah. It varies. I think there's there's only like one guy who I think I've paid with a card, and it was probably like a 4% charge that they charged. I think they had the little Square app.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's good to
But I
know
always
because
try to go with cash.
I think I bought it. I bought those for $1,240, which averages out to like 110 a booster box, I think, for the sake of the
Okay.
argument. But with tax, that was an extra like $200, bro. I ended up paying $1,450 for a case.
Okay.
Eliminate that tax, yeah, I'm all for that, 100%.
Hmm.
'Cause
And
it's
then
8%.
What the fuck is
and then shipping to you, you're
What the
local,
hell's
so
that?
it'd be USPS flat rate box.
This is the
Sweet.
Idolmaster Shadowverse. So
Yeah,
they
that
did
works.
But
the
obviously make
crazy.
it
the
to where it's worth
VTubers in Japan.
shipping in a flat rate box. You know what I mean? Like fill up the whole box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I was thinking is case, if he sells by case, that works. And I'm sure Frankinson sells by case, right?
I can get you sealed cases with no issues. I can get you sealed cases
Okay,
Wednesdays,
Shadowverse.
Saturdays, or Sundays of the week.
Sweet.
No issues. I can
Yeah.
get you an unlimited
Why do they
supply.
have
You just have to pay. But there's
Coca
literally
SIP?
an unlimited supply. There's never ever been a time in my life where I gone and everybody sold all their shit. You know what I mean? Like there's
Nice.
always another vendor.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for sure. Because I always end up just buying low
That's
lists
cool.
on TCG Player. I'm
There's
just,
nothing.
Mhm.
I don't
There's
have
9.
time for like snagging deals. I don't have time for sourcing on eBay anymore. I just want it, face value. Here's the money. Give me my stuff.
It's too much work
Where's
now.
this from?
These are all Shadowverse.
It's too competitive now.
I'm telling you guys.
What is this? Shadowverse?
Download the app. Play a couple games, you'll like it. It's cool.
Is Sam jealous?
Sam.
Sam, the owner of Otherverse.
Oh shit. I don't know.
His
Yeah, and then-
TCG is so cool.
Henry
Honestly,
said that
practice. Love them.
Henry said that those boxes are affordable, the ones that I showed from the mail, because Bandai started focusing more on other IPs. So to be fair, that IP is not doing too well in the US, and it only lasted 2 years. April 2023 to now, March 2025, is how long this card set's been out over here.
Interesting.
Is the other
But it's
verse
still
one?
popular in Japan, or did they
Yeah,
also?
in Japan, it's
Uh-huh.
still going and it's still alive.
Yeah, I've seen the
Uh,
packs in the stores.
You have?
Yeah, it's usually all they have. They don't have any Pokemon ever, but they got Battle Spirits.
the lore.
And they got Union Arena and all the other TCGs that I'm not sure what they are, but they got Yu-Gi-Oh!
Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. We had 2 Yu-Gi-Oh openings. It was pretty sweet. There was Gravekeeper card. It was Gravekeeper Spy inside the last box we opened. That was pretty sweet to see, bro. That brought back the nostalgia for me.
That's cool.
I am gonna do Lorcana this Wednesday.
Have you ever found the retro
Y'all
packs yet?
remember about that? Or,
Yeah.
bro,
And the
all
box.
of you guys,
Yeah.
all of you are mods. Show up, get on the queue, get yourself a pack. There's 24 of them in there.
What?
If there's an enchanted card, it's yours, man.
What is that
There's like a
called?
bunch of like $200 cards almost. Ursula's Return.
Well, like, what's the box? What do they call the box?
It's Lorcana Ursula's Return.
Well, I mean, like is it a?
That's-
like a
That's
This
a
is
set.
booster
just a
box.
premium. Oh, it's a booster box.
That's
Yeah.
a booster box for
Oh,
Lorcana.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
they
one.
only have 24 packs in their booster boxes.
Oh, that bitch is huge. Or like long.
It's 12 cards per pack. And they're like
Oh, really?
thicker, So that's
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
Wasn't sure what it was.
But yeah, it's pretty big.
It looks cool. I like those, and they're thinner,
Actually-
so they don't take up that much space.
As a matter of fact, go on TCG Player. Let's see what their top card is. I want to see if it's still like at what I thought it was. Because I've been saying $200, but I want to make sure that shit ain't like fucking $80 now, dude. But yeah, this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If I'm late, expect me like an hour late. But I'll try to not be late.
I'll be at work. I might pop in to say hi.
If you pop in, just
When?
say hi and get on the queue.
Next
You don't
week?
have to actually stay for the whole stream.
Oh.
I don't want to take it from anybody.
Well, you're not taking it. Only mods can get it. If no mods get it, they're all.
Oh, it's only a
packs.
mod giveaway?
It's a mod giveaway stream, bro. Like legit, just
Ah.
mods.
So you want the aerial?
Okay, then I don't feel bad then. I'll try and get in
Yeah,
the queue.
Ariel. That's gonna be.
Looks
Is that
good.
the top hit? 150. So it's no longer like a 200.
Is this a relatively new set?
It's a couple sets back,
no.
I think.
I think it might be like the 3rd or 4th set they came out with.
Oh, okay. Well, One Piece. Lorcana's booming.
4 sets back.
Is it?
Lorcana started booming like at the beginning of this week. So
What?
I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't boom, but it's booming.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if these cards start pumping up.
I want
in
that
price.
crab.
The Tomatoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it some time. I think Lorcana is finally feeling that hype.
Because people
It's
can't
probably
get
a little-
Pokemon product, and now they can't get One Piece product.
Exactly. Well, they hyped up a lot of the niche One Piece cards, and then the booster boxes are already kind of unattainable if you don't want to pay $150 for them. So yeah, really, your best bet is like Gundam, which is extremely
Shadowverse.
limited for Lorcana.
I'm gonna buy a box soon.
Shadowverse or Otherverse, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Watch, I'll pull $500 card, and you guys will be like, "Damn!" And that box only
From
cost him
Otherverse?
$60.
Shadowverse?
Yeah.
Dude, that would be pretty sweet, low key. I like it when that shit happens, dude. Like
No,
that's pretty dope.
It never happens to me, as you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for Union Arena, you have to get those like signature or autographed cards, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be one of the hot things in it.
Yeah, that's basically kind of the same thing for Shadowverse too. They have those, and then the leaders, like the alternate
What's the
versions.
population on them? Are they
I don't know.
numbered cards?
No, I don't think so.
What about the Union Arena ones? Do you know if those are like limited to a certain number, or
I'm not
because
sure.
like yeah,
I think they give you
that
the
just made me think about it.
they give you the like the chances on the packs and stuff, like the how many of I don't know your
Probability.
percentage. Yeah, yeah. Whatever percentage.
Yeah, it's like the Japanese packs. I think it's like a legality thing here, though. They have to put your chance of hitting certain cards.
Oh,
I also think
isn't it
the
because like
Japanese
they can't
version's more
make it be a
popular.
gamble?
I think it has to. It's like trying to, yeah, because they don't want to make it a complete gamble. I don't know. I think it's a legal thing now that they have to put like, the number of each rarity, and then you can't really see it. It's blurring out, but it's right here in this box.
Let me go grab mine real quick.
Oh, I think I got it in those packs that were sent over by AMPM as well. Those were Japanese packs. Let me see if it has it. Yeah, dude, you're this thing, right? Right here.
Yeah, I don't know. It just maybe not because it just says the number of cards, for each of those rarities. It doesn't actually say how many SARs there are.
What does it
Um,
say in all those little symbols?
What do you
Like
mean?
next to SAR, there's all the writing in Japanese.
That's just it says special art rare. It's just saying what the SAR, what they mean. The acronym.
Oh,
So SR is
and
just
then
saying super rare. Yeah, AR art rare.
and when
What's
it
up?
tells you there's 8 for RR, 10 for R, 34 for U, 48 for C, does that mean in a box you're guaranteed that,
No,
or in
that's
the
how many are in
set
the
there's
set. In the
different
set.
I think it's just set list.
cards?
Yeah, so I thought it was a probability thing, but I don't think it is.
Same as this. Like how many of what they got.
Yeah.
Do you see in the bottom where it says for sale in Japan only?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about that one time, remember?
Yeah.
And then we saw how there was like somebody trying to evade taxes on it. That was pretty dope, Merrick, the last one you just showed.
Oh, that is cool. Digimon.
Oh, it's this Paragons. You guys have seen
Dude,
all this shit.
he had a badass freaking waifu card from Digimon that he showed on his Instagram. The one with the wings.
I've got a couple of them. I'll get on there eventually.
Yeah. Let's see.
You guys-
Did you see Henry Daddy said regarding OP10 English releasing yesterday, Friday the 21st? First time he did pick up any OP release.
He did not.
Allocation for local card store has just been limited.
I was reading his last one. You cannot see it. It doesn't matter as long as you can still see your faces.
Yeah. Oh, Henry, did you see the live stream from yesterday, or you haven't seen it yet? Because I don't want to like ruin it and tell you what we pulled on there if you haven't watched it.
From the box.
Because he might not have seen what was sent over in that box from AMPM yet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Spoiler alert.
Should I show him the Gengar?
Yeah. Of course.
What
Gengar's not too big of a spoiler. That's the one that his daughter sent.
Oh, the toy?
Oh,
Yeah, that's cool. Is that like an old Tommy toy or?
yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Have you chewed on it yet?
But I,
Just try to see if it was...
Shoot on.
He never just... Soft plastic, I don't know.
yeah, he's been behind. Yeah, so I won't ruin it. I just showed one little piece. It's right here in my desk area. So it's literally like nearby, like opposite of my Pikachu.
FOMO, what
So
you,
now I have the Pika Tap and Gengar Stomp.
what you thinking about over there? FOMO.
Me?
He's
Yeah.
thinking of
He's
a
looking at
play.
One
What's he
Piece.
thinking?
He's looking
I
at
want
One
that
Piece
shit
right now.
Right now. Ordering 3 boxes.
Yeah,
He's thinking
And
next
Henry.
plays.
I know work's busy, so no worries, Henry.
pleasure.
I won't spoil it and show the rest, but there's a lot of beautiful shit that came in that box. You have to watch it.
Play the pudding.
Have you guys been watching Ramsey Rips packs? He's got that. He's the guy that did the tag thing, but he's been like grading. Other grading companies have been sending him their slabs to test and stuff.
So one is the
And
other
so,
AI company, right? That was the second
Degree
company that hit him up.
degree grading or something.
hmm
Yeah, he's had a few, and he's gonna like go. It's like I guess he's gonna make a series out of it and like have just review everything and find like what he likes the most. Oh, that's a nice card. That's Nami.
Right?
What's
Yeah, it's
the,
not me.
That's an interesting art. It's a
Uh-huh.
unique art.
Very cheap.
Right.
And there's other ones that are similar. These three. There's Yamato.
Is this the same artist?
It is the same artist, and these
It
come
looks-
as promos.
What about the
Yeah,
Henry
this looks
Daddy.
unique.
the Charlotte pudding?
I do have One Piece cards now in my collection. There was a couple of One Piece cards that were sent over in that box. Dude, that boa looks dope. Go back up. Let me
Yeah.
enjoy that one. Hells yeah.
And it's very,
Go back down to the middle one too.
It's yummy.
very Oriental themed.
He said yummy.
The
And
middle.
then there's the Black Maria.
Yeah, that one.
I know what I like.
That's cool. That's like an old French style.
That one's not
silhouette.
as
Yeah, it's a unique art style.
Yeah, and see these came in these collection boxes that AMPM was talking about. I didn't really
Oh,
pay much attention to these until I
me
realized
see.
how cheap these are.
go to the right. That orange haired one. Nami?
Nami? Yeah, this is the best one. So cheap.
Dude, that one's
What?
beautiful
Show
as
me
hell.
a
Honest.
show me-
Nami is extremely popular. This is a straight up player.
Show
right
me a
there.
good Devil Girl card. What's her
Dude,
name?
how much is that box?
Devil girl.
Yeah, white hair with
mean-
horns, white and blue hair.
You mean Yamato or Robin?
Robin?
I think it's. Are you sure it's not this chick? Her?
Oh, it might be with the sword.
Yes.
You showed me that scene.
love this
Is this
card.
her?
It's a treasure cup card that you win in tournaments. She's
That's
like
cool.
fully samurai'd up.
The
and
colors
stuff.
of that are dope too.
Yeah. And
Is
they
she
have
I kind
a
of want one of
popular?
those boxes
Well, yeah, I
with
guess
those
she is.
promos, man.
600.
they have a cheaper version. Yamato is so cool. She is like the best female
Put horns,
character in
Dude.
One Piece.
horns on a chick.
I feel like One Piece cards, their art and their layout is at such a high level. Like, how can they
Well,
make
it's
them
like-
better?
well-
Like Pokemon has like room to improve, and they just recently started doing full art cards. But I feel like One Piece is just from the get has been doing like
Oh
You
yeah.
you can't get any better.
compare this like it's a true Bandai card. Cause let me share something.
Look up
Compare
Boa
this to-
Hancock SP Kingdom of Intrigue OP04.
Careful how you spell Hancock.
Look at these
Didn't I
digital
spell it
cards in
correctly?
comparison.
Yeah.
No,
that's
I'm
right
just kidding.
Yeah,
there.
there we go.
Wait, do we have
Which
two
one's
streams up?
OP04?
Mine's not
He
up.
wants OP04.
OP04 is Kingdoms of Intrigue. This is a beautiful card.
Yeah.
This card used to be 60.
We're looking.
Jesus
never mind.
Christ. That's fucking $245?
Damn,
Lightly played. Yeah.
that's crazy.
It looks
It-
good though.
Wait,
It's real clean.
so what does an SP mean?
SP is a special. No.
It's not-
Special parallel.
looks very clear.
It's not a manga.
Not a manga, no.
The
It's not-
manga's the hardest.
And the art is not by Oda. There's somebody else who drew this.
Okay, okay. The mangas are the hardest though, right? Those are the most expensive cards?
Yeah, and those are considered MR manga rare.
Okay, that's
This
what
is-
those are called. So manga
this-
rare, this is secret.
This
What
I
was
would say is like a tier right underneath
That's
manga
Henry's
rare. Like
favorite
this
card.
is your alt arts basically, like the highest form of alt arts you can pull. And these only come in the like higher end booster boxes. Like OP05 was a higher end set. OP09 was a higher end set. Typically SPs come in those higher end sets. So,
Okay.
So you'll see if I put anything SP for One Piece, you'll start seeing these artworks. Nami, like Boa,
You can tell.
like
You can definitely tell
Jewel
Bandai's
Bonnie,
style.
Zoro. And you can tell that these SPs are very similar. If it doesn't look like a full art with interesting background, it's just some sort of like trippy artwork like this one, you know?
That's
Oh,
cool.
shit. That one looks really fucking nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's dope.
That's Rebecca.
That's Rebecca. She's kind of lost and
She's the-
forgotten because she was in Dressrosa arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Anel's my favorite character. Like my favorite evil character in the One Piece.
Vanilla is sick, dude. And this card
Yeah.
is amazing. And he's very playable in the game. He was
Really?
owning the meta up until recently where they banned a good card for him, and I don't know how things are going to turn out for him.
Henry said he has 5 loose of the Boa cards that we looked at, and 3 or 4 graded. It's his favorite card, the Boa
That's-
one.
Dang.
That's like a really cool card. I also like the Law
That's
that
crazy.
has a similar artwork to it. Let me show you guys that one.
He said Rebecca's another fave, one of his top 5s. He's a big fan of One Piece, so Henry Daddy is definitely someone you guys can talk to about One Piece. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know jack shit about it. I know a couple
That's
of characters.
dope.
That's it, and I know that I like the pretty girls from One Piece. That's about it.
That's typically what everybody likes. I mean, hobbyists in One Piece are real hardcore hobbyists, and they're gonna. I can show you a card that no normal person would buy, except someone who's into One Piece. This card right here. This card is epic.
That's
a
cool.
cool looking card, actually.
What's the dude's
card
name?
is
The skeleton
absolutely-
dude in the silhouette of him?
Yeah, it's Brooke. The silhouette.
Yeah,
is Brooke,
Brooke.
and the whale is Laboon.
Yeah.
Shira
That's cool.
Hoshi is top of top 5.
Hirahoshi, yeah, the mermaid.
Which
Hell
one's
yeah.
that one?
I'll show you. Everyone was in love with her for sure.
I don't like Shirahoshi.
I
She's
believe
The
Henry
giant-
has
giant
seen every
mermaid?
episode.
Yeah,
for One
I
Piece. Let
she
me
was
see that one.
annoying to me.
I like her.
She looks good. She's cool.
I really like her trophy card, the championships, because the shark's in it. I love that shark.
That one looks dope. That one looks really nice.
And she's about to become very playable in the set after this one because it's bringing back Fishman.
Oh yeah, she's the no damage right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
You have a deck? Like you play One Piece?
Me? Nah. No, but I know, I don't know how to play, but I know the effects of all the cards, so I know how to set up a deck, just have never played, so I don't know how it works exactly.
Okay.
Turn-based, because I know you use Dawn to use a power, because I've played Pokemon and it's similar in that sense, but I don't know the rules behind it. For example.
Okay.
These are straight up Digimon cards. Same thing.
This?
Like they look the same.
Oh.
That's why you wanted
True.
to show something because of Bandai. Pretty much, you said it's just a straight up Bandai card, right?
Yeah, I mean you guys saw it, but
They didn't do that with
very
Yu-Gi-Oh, did they?
similar with how they're set up.
Yeah. Same layout,
Numbers in the corner.
pretty much.
Yeah, basically the same.
I
Looks
feel like it's too
Gundam.
busy though. I feel like
Some of these.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
too busy, so it's hard to see what's going on.
This
That's-
is like the devil guy.
That looks pretty dope.
I gotta get going. It's almost dinner time.
Yeah, I gotta pee really bad.
Yeah.
You guys are
1:30.
welcome to keep going. I gotta.
Well, it's our time to get off anyways. We went over.
Yeah. What time did we start? 9? We've been going for about 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Longer than usual,
job.
fellas. And we stayed on some decent topics.
Thanks
as
for
well.
putting up with us, chat.
Yeah. Did we hit all the topics we needed to hit, Mert? Because I know you had your list.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
All right, guys. As
All
usual.
right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Good chat.
you guys.
Appreciate everyone.
Till
Everybody-
next week.
Thank
Alright,
you so
guys.
much. We'll see you next Saturday. Should be same time, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hopefully, all 4 of us will be here at the start of that one.
Yeah.
Shug, and remember, change the time.
I know now. Yeah, I know now.
Or just online, just go, what time is it right
time
now
is it?"
over there?
Look,
Yeah.
just to let you guys know, I won't be able to make it to the next one because I have exams on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
do
gotta study.
remember you had let us know about that one. And then I am going to miss one in April, the one for April 12th.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'll
we'll
just
be
be here.
back.
Later, guys.